Number 1 versus number 2. John Butchergrass and Barry Melrose, proud and privileged to bring this national championship game on ESPN. No place I'd rather be than be in a rink with you, Barry. Denver, no place they'd rather be. They're number 1. Why are they number 1?
Well, where do I start? They got everything. They got speed. They're probably the fastest team in the nation. Speed's a very tough thing to combat in college hockey. Puck possession. Watch this shift right here. The only thing missing is Meadowlark Lemon and Sweet Georgia Brown. They just hold on to the puck. They don't panic. Everybody's moving. Very, very tough to cover. Defense become forwards. Forwards become defensemen. The bottom line is it usually ends up in the net somehow. One of these skilled guys makes a pass to a buddy. He goes to the far post and throws it up under the bar by the goaltender's ear. Now, why do they score so many goals? Well, look where they're shooting from. That's prime real estate. That's waterfront property, baby. Right from in front of the net, right in the slot area. Very, very tough to control this team in that area. If UMD doesn't, it's going to be a long night for them.
Bulldogs are built for this, Barry. Their regional games, they won 2 games in overtime, and then on Thursday they win in the last 60 seconds to beat Harvard.
They've got age. They're a much older team. Much older team has more confidence, right? They've been in these situations before. First overtime game in the regional, Raskov makes a nice shot right in the top of the circles there. Never panics. Good jerk. The second game in regionals, what happens? Johnson comes in, throws a puck by the goaltender. Now that gets him in to the Frozen Four. Fantastic job. Everybody checks. Everybody hits. Everybody scores goals for this team. Great job. And there's the goal against Harvard that knocked Harvard out. You saw the battle on the wall. It goes to Raskov. He makes a beautiful play into the post area to Iafallo, and he puts it by the goaltender.
What a scene here in Chicago. The place is packed. The players are juiced. Now for the playing of our national anthem. Let's go to the PA announcer, Gene Honda.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad. Presenting the colors tonight is the 347th Air Force Recruiting Squadron. And now please welcome Silkscreen Productions recording artist Ray Silkman as he plays our national anthem.
What a beautiful job of our national anthem here on ESPN.
Almost as good as that girl we had up here the other night.
In between the benches, Quint Kesnick. Good evening, Quint.
Hi, Bucci. Denver's regular season success this year has led to an impressive postseason haul, the trifecta of individual trophies. It starts with head coach Jim Montgomery, recognized as the National Coach of the Year. Earlier this week, Will Butcher winning the prestigious Hobie Baker Award. And then last night, Tanner Gillette, their goalie, taking home the Mike Richter Outstanding Goalie Trophy. Tonight, they'll be looking to add the NCAA title to their haul, the Team Gold, #Skate for 8. Standing in their way, Scott Sandlin, Minnesota Duluth head coach, who calls this rivalry fiercely respectful. They met in December. They split. On Friday, Denver won 4-3. Saturday, the Bulldogs won 3-1 behind Hunter Miska's 38 saves. Worth noting, though, Henrik Borgstrom, Denver's freshman phenom, did not play. He was out with an illness. So there is confidence for the Bulldogs. Their mammoth lineup will try to rattle the free-skating Pioneers, Bucci.
Ceremonial opening faceoff, Tony Esposito, Hall of Famer, of course, for the Chicago Blackhawks, and he played college hockey at Michigan Tech, and most importantly, he's the next neighbor of Barry Melrose.
I'm sure our wives are having wine together right now watching the game back in Florida, 85 degrees.
Tony Esposito drops
one of the greats, man, one of the greats.
Now time for our Capital One Impact players, Barry, for this national championship game.
Yeah, I love these guys. They're a little bit different. Obviously, Borgstrom is a skilled guy, fantastic player. He's a freshman, a lot of savvy, great passer, goal scorer. Toninato, I figure, is the heart and soul of this team. He makes everybody else better. When he started going in the first period of that game against Harvard, they took over the game. He's physical. He does the dirty work for his wingers. They're good wingers. They're both goal scorers. But Toninato does all the dirty work.
Hunter Miska has had an outstanding year in net for the Bulldogs. The freshman from Stacy, Minnesota. There were big goaltending questions for Minnesota Duluth, but he went 27, 4, and 6 this year.
I think he has to be the best player on the ice for the Bulldogs. They're going to see a lot of rubber. This Denver team has a lot of offensive firepower. They're going to get their shots sooner or later. Hunter's got to have a big game.
Tanner Gillette won the Mike Richter Award. Barry and I handed out that award last night here in Chicago. Barry, his family was there. He's a cool, quiet, calm customer.
Red Deer, Alberta, good Canadian kid. He's got an unbelievable beard. It was a fantastic night. He's a great goaltender. A lot of times when you're playing behind a team that is so skilled, you don't get much credit as a goaltender. You don't see a lot of rubber. He's not going to see 40 shots most nights, but he's going to have to make key saves at key times, and I think that's going to be the road map for that team tonight. He's not going to have to see 40 shots, but he's got to make some key saves when the game's on the line.
What an atmosphere here in Chicago. This Frozen Four has been a resounding success. Fans from Denver.
Oh, I like that dude.
Traveled from Colorado to be here for this national championship game. They've won 7, and for Minnesota Duluth, they're looking for their second national championship in school history. They won back in 2011.
Now, John, watch off the draw here. They said it in Coach Montgomery. They want to win the draw, go D to D, and get the puck into the UMD end. We'll see if they can pull that off.
Championships are forever, and one team will win one tonight, and we are underway in Chicago. Our great ref cam vantage point, which we'll have throughout the championship game between Denver and White and Minnesota Duluth. And right away, Denver looks to attack. Jansen shot, and Miska has to make an early save.
That's a set play. They do that off the draw.
Battle along the wall. This is where Minnesota Duluth does not mind residing against this skilled, fast team of Denver. Bad angle shot. Snared out of the air by Miska, and Barry, Denver is off to a hot start. Let's take a look now at how both teams are planning for success. Brought to you by Northwestern Mutual.
Well, we'll talk about Beauty and the Beast. That's going to be my theme tonight. The beauty is Denver, their speed, their skill. Superior speed and skill, no doubt about it. And UMD, physical. Win the battle, cycle the puck, get it in front of their net. Get ugly, finish every check, pound them, make them pay a price to play it.
Second line out there now for the mighty Denver Pioneers. Dylan Gambrell is the center, number 7. His wingers are Troy Terry. He, of course, was the shootout hero of the U.S. World Junior team this year as they won gold medal, and Jared Lucas Savages as well.
UMD wasn't great on draws against Harvard. We'll see if they improve in this game against Denver. I think they're better.
Michael Davies, wrist shot blocked back to Tarek Hammond, his defensive pair towards the net, bouncing and dribbles into the corner. There's Terry on it quickly. Anaheim Duck draft pick. Lucas Savage's bad angle shot blocked. The puck has been in the Bulldog zone the entire game. Now it comes out since the opening faceoff. For the first time, Tanner Gillette touches the puck.
Great start for Denver. They're initiating their speed, already putting that in the mind of the UMD players about how quick they are.
Bulldogs will dump and change. Here comes Davies again to Hammond, that defensive pair. Will look to get off the ice here. Hammond throws it towards the net. Gambrell, bad angle shot. Miska has been busy early, not difficult save, so he's into the game already. And Rick Borgstrom is out there, the Finn that we highlighted before the game, number 5 first-round pick.
I think you'll see number 4 Pionk on the ice every time Bergstrom's on the ice. He's a guy that can handle his speed.
That's the man with the puck now, Neil Pionk, the defenseman. Down it goes. Back to get it. Hard-hitting, glass-rattling action. That's what you want the Bulldogs to do here, Barry, is rattle the glass.
The tough he hits the glass is going to rattle. He's gigantic. He's about 220 pounds, 6'5".
Ian Finley will throw it on net. He'll go change. 5 fresh Pioneers. Same for the Bulldogs. Puck is tipped, not icy. Gillette plays it. Here come the Pioneers again. Emil Romig, the Austrian, with the first goal of last game. Colin Staub stops. This is the 4th line that could do some damage. They have experience. Evan Ritt.
Scored a goal last game.
Romig had one and Ritt had one. 2 seniors. And Staub, number 24, is the sophomore. He's waiting for the seniors to do the dirty work. Denver comes out with it. Still with the puck. Here's your puck possession, Barry.
And it's also a bad sign when Denver's winning those battles.
Shot in front just wide. Will Butcher, Hobie Baker Award winner. Number 4 is back for Denver. Good defensive play. Stick on stick by Butcher. Tied up there along the wall with Billy Exel. Here come the Pioneers and Butcher. Nice backhand pass, and the Pioneers are off. Marcineau drops it. O'Connor! Iron! Rebound! Save! 2 great chances for Logan O'Connor. First, the crossbar, and then the follow-up shot, and Miska had to make another save.
He did not know where it was. Miska did not see it off the glove. It was a 2-on-5. I don't know why UMD didn't attack them more. They backed in and let that shot happen. That shouldn't work like that. Again, see the defense backing in. That shouldn't be the case. They should be up in the face. Miska never sees it. Plays it off his glove. Gets a lucky bounce there. He was smart enough to keep those big pillows on the ice as soon as it hit him. Off his glove maybe, off the crossbar, and then he gets that big pad down, make sure he goes wide. Wow.
Denver's off to
Denver's flying. Denver's flying.
But the Bulldogs so far have kept it scoreless. Now they'll look to attack with their top line out there. Toninato, Joey Anderson, Alex Iafallo. Hasn't been a hotter offensive college hockey player in America than number 14, Alex Iafallo of the Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs.
Yeah, Susie, number 21 there for Bulldogs. He jumped into play, created the turnover in the neutral zone, got a little forecheck and going the other way.
There's Logan O'Connor, the sophomore from Calgary, Alberta. First iron, then the follow-up chance. Almost made it 1-0.
Miles O'Connor is his dad, played in the American League when I was coaching. Very good player, a lot like his son. 6
shots for Denver, 0 for Minnesota Duluth. 50-50 face-off. Nice job by Michael Davies, a defenseman, to curl in and get that puck, and Lucas Savages will try to dump it in deep. Terry is on Pionk quickly. Terry can really skate. Backhand pass. Here's Anderson, the freshman. Anderson, strong shot, strong on the puck. Here's this top line for the Bulldogs, who will probably need to score tonight. Iafallo ties up his man, but once again, Denver gets it quickly and exits quickly. Terry with speed. Nice back pressure by Alex Iafallo, number 14.
That's that neutral zone play we're talking about. They take the speed away from Denver, get a couple of intercepted passes right there, a couple knockdowns, get some offense going the other way quick.
Hammond throws it across. Jansen. Here comes Denver again. It's the hot man, Logan O'Connor. But a good defensive play there by Nick Wolf, number 5. Jansen walks in. He's got room. Shot! Glove save by Miska.
See how Jansen faked the puck back to the point there, made the defensive player respect the point, and then he walks into the top of circles. And that's that area we talked about. We showed you that square area. That's prime scoring area. Now watch when he gets the puck. Fakes it. Everyone buys the fake. Boy, no one's coming to me. What am I going to do? Circles. Shoot from the circles, man. That is waterfront property right there, the circles. You can't let a player shoot from there in this game.
Tyson McClellan, his dad Todd is the head coach of the Edmonton Oilers. He took that face-off for Denver. He's a winger on the Borgstrom line, along with Finley.
UMD's got to get through this spurt. Denver's really come out flying. They got to just settle things down, get their game going again. A little too wide open for UMD.
Man down, but not called tripping there. It was close. McClellan's stick got at the feet of Johnson. Finley slapper. But wide. Watch out for Borgstrom. What a pass across to Finley. Finley works it. Hillman's shot is wide. The Chicago Blackhawk draft pick. Adam Plant throws it in deep. He's the shutdown D-man for Jim Montgomery. McClellan Shot saved by Miska, and he covers up the rebound. Hunter Miska is under assault early here in Chicago.
Hunter, you're going to have a busy night, brother, unless your team starts picking it up in front of you. Passes are being knocked down by Denver. The speed right here is being shown. Nobody panics with the puck. No one comes to me, I'm going to shoot it. Where's that shot coming from again? Top of the circles. That just can't continue to happen, shooting from that area.
Jim Montgomery has the last change. Denver, the home whites, and he's a guy who likes matchups, and he waited for a second here, Barry, before he put this line on the ice, and he opts with Gambrell and Terry.
Well, these two teams have played each other twice, so they know each other very, very well.
They split the first two games. We're in the same conference, but Henrik Borgstrom, number 5, was not in those two games that the two teams split earlier in the year. Terry, bothered.
Just so confident, man, so confident.
Lucas Savages gets rid of it and hit by Soucy, stepping up big in the neutral zone.
That's what they need, some bangs, get some things going their way, get some physical play going their way.
Denver, shot in front, scooped up by Hunter Miska. When we come back, we get to know some of the Minnesota Duluth players up close via some deep dish pizza. That's next.
What if
A Frozen Four game in Chicago?
Get that week off in between regionals, and it's the longest week ever. There's a lot of build-up for it, and I know we got a lot of fans coming down. Like you said, the place is going to be rocking.
It is rocking, and that big line is out there right now. Those two guys I had some deep dish with, Dom Toninato and Alex Iafallo, out there right now.
That's good for UMD. That's what has to start happening. The shots are 9-0 right now. Beauty's winning this game. The Beast has got no teeth so far. That's got to change. They got to start winning some battles. They got to slow Denver up right now. Free throwing through the neutral zone. Shots from the top of the circle. You chip and chase, things like that. UMD right now is really on their heels. That's got to change. You can't give this skilled group that Denver has that many chances.
There's one of my pizza buddies right there, Dominic Toninato, a senior.
Right now, that whole team looks like they had too much pizza last night, Johnny boy.
Both teams with 7 seniors. The final time they'll pull on this sweater. And they want to end their careers, of course, with a win and a national championship. 9 shots on goal for Denver, 0 for Minnesota Duluth. The speed, Barry, is overwhelming.
And they're using their speed for defensive purposes. Right there you saw the 2 Denver wingers close on defenseman. The defenseman tries to carry it. They poke the puck away from him, and they get a goal-scoring chance the other way again right now. Denver couldn't have started this game better than they've started so far in the first 6 minutes.
Jim Montgomery, detail-oriented coach, lots of film study. He's a great player for Maine, won a national championship for the Maine Black Bears, playing with Paul Correa, his natural hat trick against Lake Superior State, won that national title. Davies, watch out from behind. Lucas Savages throws it back, but kept in there. But here comes Denver again. Have some numbers if they hurry. Beautiful pass, Davies to Gambrell. Gambrell, second-round pick of the Sharks, number 7 in white. Working on Willie Raskov, who's been a great player in this postseason for the Bulldogs. Lucas Savages loses, and here come the Bulldogs now with some speed. Watch out. Johnson. Never got there, blocked. Soft one, and Gillette will cover it up, and the faceoff will be to his right.
That's what they needed. They had to turn over in the neutral zone. They got speed and numbers going the other way. Denver player dropped his stick, so he was out of the play. Right there, you see the stick go flying. Now we got an outnumbered chance. Finally for UMD. This is a great play. Johnson gets it, fakes everybody. But again, right there, you're going to see a Hammond make a great block, or Davies make a great block in the slot area there. A shot didn't get through, but that's something that right there UMD has to do. Create the turnover neutral zone and get numbers to go in the other way. Make it a 100-foot game, not a 200-foot game. You can't play those fast guys with a 200-foot game.
Bulldogs win the draw. Off the side of the post, might hit the side of the post.
He's going up by the bar, right by the ear.
Blocked and outside the zone. Dan Mullinar, number 3. He won a high school state championship in Minnesota. Looking to add a collegiate national championship. That'd be quite a double for a kid from Minnesota, Eden Prairie, to win a high school state championship and then win a national championship also in the state of Minnesota. Watch out for Borgstrom. One of the best one-on-one players in the country, but can't dance around number 10, Brendan Kotick.
Kotick played him very well right there. Didn't read the press clip.
Look at Borgstrom dangle. Drop it back to Van Voris, the senior, towards the net. Blocked in front. Tumbles in the corner. Oh, high hit on Borgstrom from Kotick. He'll be looking to rough up number 5. There he is again. Here come the Bulldogs. Toninato back out there with Iafallo.
Yeah, if you get a chance to rattle number 5, you got to do it, man. You got to make him pay a price. He's flying right now. He's fearless out there right now.
Borgstrom is a big boy, 6'2", 185. He will only get stronger. Iafallo throws it towards Gillette.
Well, again, we're talking about that UMD starting to get some offensive chances. Anderson's trying to go high, see? Right up by the bar. That's the only shot you got on these goaltenders right now. Just love to see that. That's an excellent shot. Now, we showed you this in the pregame. Borgstrom's talent, drops the pass, wants it back. They'd be smart to give it to him, too. He's feeling it right now. He's a great talent. Great talent. Enjoy him while you can, Denver fans. I can guarantee you're not going to see him long.
Should be back next year. We'll see. And
a couple more shifts like that, I'm not sure, John.
Jim Montgomery thinks needs a little more maturing to do. Here's that 4th line. Emil Romig out there. Evan Ritt, Colin Staub. That's Ritt the centerman. Romig's in there. Same formation we saw earlier. Staub waits for those 2 players to dig it out if they can. Parker Mackay. At the point, Hammond waits, shot, blocked. Bulldogs doing a good job blocking shots. That's big Carson Soucy there.
That's Bulldog hockey right there. Win the battle on the wall, throw it around the wall, win the battle up the boards, then get it out. Great play right there, Soucy, great play.
Beautiful play to Parker Mackay, who throws it towards the neutral zone and gloved down there by Avery Peterson. Onside with Tufte. Number 27, Riley Tufte, 1st-round pick of the Dallas Stars. Hounding on the puck right there. But Denver still has it. Behind the net, Mackay battling with Troy Terry. Terry has it. Good hands, good feet. Lucas Savages has it. Slot, shot, tipped into the netting. Faceoff will remain in the Bulldog end. This weekend, Sunday Night Baseball features 2 of the top sluggers in the game. Giancarlo Stanton and the Marlins are in Citi Field. Take on Yoenis Cespedes and the Mets. Coverage begins 7 Eastern. Baseball tonight. Sunday night countdown on ESPN as well, streaming live on ESPN app and the Watch ESPN. Volquez against Syndergaard. That should be fun.
Syndergaard was a Blue Jay at one time. They traded him. Bad trade.
Very diehard Blue Jay fan. Still lamenting the Syndergaard move. You got R.A. Dickey, though.
I know we got R.A. Dickey.
For a little bit. Will Butcher, Hobie Baker winner, out there number 4. Jim Montgomery calls him the smartest player in the country.
UMD's picking it up, John. They're starting to
slowly but surely.
They're taking the speed away a little bit, getting some shots, winning some battles. That's how they got to play.
They want to get some zone time here, grind the game along the wall. They haven't had time really, Barry, to do that yet, though this is probably the first shift.
And they're not scared of playing close games. That's all they play is close games. So they have no problem with it being tied.
Adam Johnson, number 7, a real good player. The sophomore from Hibbing, Minnesota. That's where his coach is from. Around the wall, Borgstrom will try to get to it. He's hit high towards the head area for big 6'6".
That was borderline. That was interference. The puck wasn't even near those guys.
Onside. Johnson almost danced around Hammond, but a nice defensive play. Here comes Jansen from Green Bay, Wisconsin. He's used to championships. Jansen saved by Miska. Number 26. Family has Green Bay Packers season tickets.
The problem with that play was Johnson had the puck, but he was against 4 Denver players. All his buddies had changed, so they just picked his pocket and they got going the other way. Play like that, you're almost better to dump it in and chase it. Jansen's an excellent player. I agree totally. That's the type of guy you win with. He does everything. Scores. He's gritty on the wall. He's a physical player on a team that doesn't have a lot of those guys.
Matt Marstetter, the best faceoff man for Denver, will take this faceoff. However, good job by Dom Toninato to win that draw in his defensive end. Anderson, the freshman, thought he was onside, but it's called offside at the line. We have Big Ten referees in this game. This national championship game. There's Scott Sandelin, as I mentioned, grew up in Hibbing. Former Hibbing High School Blue Jacket. Dad worked in the
That's in the Iron Range,
mines.
Johnny. Iron Range.
Played at North Dakota for 4 years. 2nd-round pick of the Montreal Canadiens. Played 25 games in the NHL. He was an assistant for 6 years at North Dakota and then moved on here. See the only
and won a national championship.
See the bio there of Minnesota Duluth. Just 2 D1 programs, the men's and women's ice hockey teams. Iafallo, the hero against Harvard, dumps that in on net, and Hammond, number 3. This is a very mobile defensive core for the Denver Pioneers.
Really, their only weaknesses are not that big. Other than that, they do everything great.
Great puck movement by the Bulldogs. Save in front. Rebound saved by Gillette. Toninato had that puck destined for the back of the net. But the Mike Richter Award winner saved the day.
Johnny, this is exactly what I was talking about. Timely saves. It's 0-0 right now. Your team has got all the play. He had to make one key save at a key time, and that's exactly what he did.
Moments ago, Gillette can't find it. There it is. And he fights that one off. We remain scoreless. Championships. Minnesota Duluth, they have this one right here, and what a way to get it. 2011, Frozen 4 in St. Paul, and in overtime, the game winner by Kyle Schmidt. Of course, the coach of that team and the coach of this year's team, Scott Sandlin, with our Quint Kesnick.
Coach, what's most concerning right now?
Well, I like the last few minutes. Obviously, they came out. We knew they were going to come out. They've had great starts in their games, and they're a team that pushes the pace of a game. And I thought we looked a little nervous. You know, we didn't look very sure with the puck, and you know, you can't do that against this team. So I think the last few shifts have been a little bit better, maybe the last 4 or 5 minutes. So hopefully we can build off that.
Thank you, Coach.
UMD went with the orange hair that year, too. I thought they might bring it back.
Blondes have more fun.
They did that year.
Yeah, they have 6 of the last 7 shots in this game. So the Bulldogs have found their legs. They were able to stop that early onslaught by Denver and bring the game back to a neutral stance. But here's Butcher. Watch out. Wrist shot. Never got there. There's Jansen. Turns. Fires. Just wide.
Again, that's those shots from the middle of the rink that we showed you in the pregame. Just they get too many from that area.
There's that grinding game along the wall.
UMD won the battle. That's a good sign.
Raskov has it, number 15, the hero last game. What a pass he made to Iafallo. Here he comes. Here he comes. Blocker down by Gillette.
It's a great play by Raskov. He's getting better and better every game. He UMD's best defenseman, I believe. Great shot from the point. Now you're going to see, find the puck, turn around, good quick shot. Miska was out at the top of the circles, thank God, and made the save. But that is great puck work down low. Win the battle. Denver's winning those loose puck battles right now. There's a quickness showing through. That's something that's got to change as the game goes on. UMD's got to win those battles in front of the net, not Denver.
Johnson, Coleman, Osterberg out there for UMD Bulldogs. 4th line back out for Denver. They played very, very well. Here they come again. Hammond, the defenseman, into the zone. Around. Tries to get to them. Can't get there. Throws it in front. Loose puck, but swatted out there nicely by Kotick. The defenseman finds himself on the rush. Number 10, 3-on-2. Osterberg offside at the line. Very close call again.
I like the fact, though, that the defense are jumping into the play for UMD, putting a little bit of pressure on Denver. Make those skilled forwards play a little defense. Skilled guys want the puck. They don't want to play defense. Puck gets to the line.
Boy, I guess that back skate might have been
off the ground on Kotick's left leg there. Might have been off the ice, but offsides become a scourge in today's hockey in every league.
Nick Bradshaw, Jonathan Morrison are lineys for this game. The Big Ten crew, Colin Cronforst, Barry Pakmara are the officials wearing ref cam. Of course, we have instant replay. Some rule differences in college. Can't hand pass anywhere in college hockey. Shoot the puck over the glass. It's not an automatic delayed penalty.
And hits the head are a big difference in college hockey and the NHL. Much different rules in college hockey.
Yeah, points of emphasis, a lot like the NFL is college hockey in terms of...
No gray areas, just black and white. You hit someone in the head, you're going to spend 5 minutes of the game.
Matt Van Voorst, again playing his final game. The last time he has put on that sweater. The senior defenseman leaves it for Troy Terry. Here comes Terry. Anaheim Duck draft pick through the zone. Runs out of room, but gets the puck in deep. Susie throws it. Good pressure behind that. Gambrell and Terry and Lucas Savage is also. Look at those 3 forwards really deep, Barry.
No, they have no fear. They're not keeping the guy high right now. They're just so confident that they'll send 3 guys deep after the puck.
Plan.
If it's working, it's fine. If you don't get burned, it's fine.
Blake Hillman, Chicago Blackhawk draft pick. Number 25 in white passes it up. That goes into the crowd. Look out. Souvenir number 1 here in Chicago. ESPN's coverage of the NCAA championships continues next Saturday, April 15th, with the NCAA Women's Bowling Championship, 6:30 Eastern on ESPNU. For more information, go to ncaa.com, the official online home for all 90 NCAA championships. Who's your favorite, Barry? The Women's Bowling Championship.
Who's in it?
Do your homework.
Who's in?
Carson Soucy back there.
I would have went to college if there was bowling.
That would have been awesome.
Man, I would have like spent an extra year. I'd have redshirted.
Because you are the dude. No score here. Plenty of action, though. Here comes McClellan. Butcher looks to pass it across, but it's blocked. Hobie Baker Award winner back to Borgstrom. Borgstrom fakes, goes to Butcher. Butcher fires just wide. Rebound in front off the active end boards. Here's McClellan. Shot, bad angle shot. Butcher wanted that puck at the top of the circle.
He was given the beaver tail. He wanted it bad.
Multiple slaps on the ice. Thomas, that looked way outside, and it was indeed called.
Boy, that Butcher and the forward lines, they work so well together. That's what we're talking about. They change position. The defenseman activates, comes down low. A forward takes his spot. Right there is that change. We're talking about shot from the point. There's no way the goaltender sees that until it's right by his foot. If that's on it, but again, he's on his knees like all goaltenders are right now. It's hard for a low shot to beat a goaltender from that far out without a deflection or a tip in, something like that. But that's great work by Denver, changing lanes, opening up that shot. And again, where is it from? The middle of the rink.
Top line for the Bulldogs back out there. Toninato, Iafallo, and Anderson.
This line's got to get going for UMD. They haven't had the puck much yet.
Anderson at the side of the post, and Toninato had that one shot in front as Denver breaks out again. Here comes Marcineau. Again. Another offside. The team's trying to get as close as they can to that line and get in on the defense.
But I got to say one thing. I got to give a shout out to Norwich University. They just won the NCAA D3 hockey. The girls one was fourth in the tournament. They're a service school. They've got students all over the world, protect the United States.
Excellent.
I've sort of adopted them, or they've sort of adopted me. So I just wanted to give them a shout out.
Absolutely. Congratulations to all our national champions at all levels. Of course, this is your Division I national championship game on ESPN. The blast from Plant, blocked on her side by Miska. Souvenir number 2 into the crowd here in Chicago. We mentioned Will Butcher won the Hobie Baker Award. That was announced last night, number 4, the defenseman. And what a career, what a player he is, Barry.
The guy's got everything. Obviously, he'd like him to be a little bit bigger, but that's what he's got. A gigantic heart. He's on the ice all the time. He's a great passer, a first passer. I can't believe Colorado doesn't want this guy really quick, because they don't have a ton of great defensemen in Colorado if you watch any of their games. So he should be a good fit there.
He's a guy drafted by the Colorado Avalanche, but they haven't really shown much interest in signing him. We'll see if that changes. Terry off the face-off. He'll get it back deep. Butcher can wait till August and sign with anybody. All 31 NHL teams.
See, if you're not drafted high, it's better not to be drafted at all. People don't get that. They think it's terrible not to get drafted. It's good that you don't get drafted low.
You can pick your team.
Pick your team.
Watch out for Iafallo. He's real good, but Plant is the shutdown D-man that Jim Montgomery wants out there against players like Iafallo. He did a good job there. Anderson, the freshman, the Devils draft pick, throws it back in. Here comes Butcher. With the Savages, stepped up Raskov, the D-man. Another big hit there by Soucy. So there's no doubt that this Bulldog team wants to deliver some punishment.
In the neutral zone, too. They want to do it before the speed of Denver takes over in the neutral zone. So stop them on the boards, punish them, don't let them get fired up. Like right there, that's excellent.
But if you miss like this, you could be opportunities the other way. However, it's cleared out of danger just in time, but kept in at the line. Romig, Ritt. Here comes Romig. What a nice pass in front, but it's blocked. Rebound stop just over the net. Out there now is Liam Finley, number 13, the freshman. He was able to change. Now Ritt will go to the bench, and he'll change. Here comes Borgstrom as Raskov takes it out of the zone. Sent in deep. Gillette plays it. Osterberg throws it in front, but you had no one to pass it to. They were
changing, yeah.
Watch out for Borgstrom, number 5. Here he comes. Long reach, Finley. Tipped towards Miska over his glove. McClellan is there, watched by Pion. Amato for the Bulldogs, unfinished business. Parker Mackay. On his off wing, throws it in front, across the paint. Open net, saved by Gillette. The puck is still loose, and there's the whistle. Gillette got tied up on the other side of the post, and suddenly the net was wide open as number 10, Brandon Kotick, had an open cage.
Well, here's the play right here. The puck's going side to side. Kotick comes in, has the big shot, and it's laying right there. They can't get it, though, John.
We remain.
Miska's been by far the busiest goaltender. No doubt about that. He got lucky, one hit the post, but of late, Gillette's had to sort of earn that trophy that he got last night, the Mike Richter Award. He's picked it up, has seen a lot more rubber. They're shooting at him from all over. That's how they play UMD. They score ugly goals. They score greasy goals. They don't care. And again, they hang around, and that's exactly what's happening in this period. Denver's let them hang around, and we got a 0-0 game when Denver's been by far the best team in this period.
Gillette 27-5-4. Miska 27-4-5. This is gaudy records for these two netminders. Here comes Finley, one-on-one with Pionk. Loses control. Good back pressure as well by Blake Young, number 17, and he has the puck again. Now Borgstrom's out there. Every time we've seen Borgstrom, we've seen number 10, Brendan Kotick out there, 6'6", long reach.
4-2. Pionk's out there too all the time against him. You can't let him beat you. You know he's the best player. You can't let that guy beat you.
So comes around the net, back to Pionk. Looks for Kotick. Now goes back down to Exel. Throws it all the way across for Kotick. He's able to control it, throw it towards the net.
Good play by Butcher there. The back of his hand.
Yeah.
He used the back of his hand to pass the puck.
Here's Butcher. Two Pioneers collide. Gambrell and Finley. Watch out. Here comes Anderson. He's got a great shot. Number 13 fires into the gut of Gillette.
I can just see the confidence of UMD coming. I can just see them starting to make plays. I can see them passing the puck. I can see the neutral zone game getting better, not giving up as many chances. So Coach Sandlin must be very happy with that. Obviously, they don't need a lot of plays, Denver, to score goals. They got so many skilled guys. So many guys can put the puck in the net. But Gillette's starting to see some shots now through traffic from the middle of the rink that Miska's been seeing all period long.
Johnson has at least one shot in every game this year. Number 7, Adam Johnson. Keep an eye on him. He's real good.
Scored the winner in overtime in the regional. So
top line back out there though. Toninato, Anderson, Iafallo, and Marcineau, the best face-off man of Denver, wins that, and they get it out of trouble. Almost played with a high stick, but not called. Onside. No penalties called yet in this game. Marcineau comes around the net, fires. Looking to bank that off a skate, almost did it. Plant comes in to keep it on his backhand. Here come the Bulldogs. Eye off the glass and out. This will be icing. Face-off back can't change after an icing in college hockey. And again, this is one of those plays, Barry's in a low-scoring championship game. Get the puck to
exactly.
Could go off a skate.
That's never a bad play. You're wrapping it around. You don't know where your teammates are. Just turn and throw it at the net. Look at all. You had Raskov skate right there. You've got 19 skate right there. You could have hit either one of those going to the back of the net. So that's never a bad play.
Minnesota Duluth 16-3-1 in their last 19. They're a red-hot team. Denver number 1, Minnesota Duluth number 2 in the country. The two best teams playing for the national championship. John Butchergross, Barry Melrose, Quinn Kesnick ringside for us here in Chicago. The place is packed. Chicago's been a great host for this Frozen Four. Next year we'll be in St. Paul, Minnesota, as the puck hits the Bulldog bench and the whistle blows.
And again, lots of whistles now. That favors UMD. There's not the flow there was in the first part of the period. You're not seeing the rush by Denver where guys are picking it up in their zone and getting all the way into the UMD zone. So this is really starting to take a type of period that UMD likes, a type of game that UMD likes. So they weathered the storm. They've certainly outplayed the first 12 minutes of this period. But since that point, they've been every bit as good as Denver.
Since the players were hanging over the bench for the Bulldogs, they get penalized in a sense. The faceoff will come back deep into the loose zone. We'll see if that
and then you get Butcher right back on the ice in the offensive faceoff.
Evan Ritt, Emil Romig, Colin Staub out there for Denver. However, good job by Adam Johnson to win the faceoff for UMD. Jousted up there nicely by number 5, Nick Wolf. And here comes Will Butcher, the Hobie Baker win.
Use the net to get rid of the checker and then take off.
Nice pass. He goes to the net. Can't get the feed from Stowe. Hit high and hard. Play continues. Penalty coming up. It will be a penalty on that high hit.
Molinar.
Gillette out of the net. Extra attacker on it. It's Borgstrom. But he won't be able to cause any damage. There was a bit of a delay on the elbowing call, but it will be 2 minutes for elbowing.
I thought he sort of jumped too. It was a big hit in the corner.
Dan Molinar, the defenseman.
I sort of thought he jumped into the guy he was hitting. I didn't see an elbow. Let's see what happens. He throws his hip in there, right? What makes that look worse, the Denver player was much lower to the ice. He was reaching for the puck. He wasn't standing straight up.
And that's the view that the referee had, because it looked like he hit the body, actually, of Staub. It did not look like he hit the head area, but the elbow was called.
And again, that's the argument. If a player's bending over and his head is 3 feet off the ground instead of 6 feet off the ground, but again, in college hockey, that doesn't matter. If you make contact with the head, you're in trouble.
50-50 face-off taken by the Pioneers. Borgstrom's on the point. 4 forwards and Butcher the defenseman. Borgstrom cannot handle the puck. Peon gets out 2-on-1 the other way if they hurry. Iafallo. Fans on the shot, and Gillette will cover up. Iafallo and Toninato, the line mates who also out there on the PK, came in and almost had a chance on Tanner Gillette.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Montgomery's going to have to talk to his team. They're starting to get a little cocky right there. Bergstrom had the puck on the side. Nobody stayed back. It was basically one defenseman back. Everyone else was going to an offensive attack mode rather than see where the puck went. And there's the turnover, and you had a 2-on-1 going the other way. Still got to play defense. As I mentioned, it's 0-0. It's not like you're up 3-0.
Face-off one. Shot blocked. And Butcher will take control and get this power play underway again. Here comes Borgstrom. The Finn. He's in for Terry. Troy Terry runs out of options. Goes down on Lucas Savages. Lucas Savages look to pass across the way, but here's Butcher. Butcher to Borgstrom. Borgstrom, wrist shot side of the net. The net ruffled, but it was on the side. Lucas Savages. Terry. Terry tried to walk in. Kotick, a nice defensive play, and he used his big body to get Terry out of the way, and the easy clear. Kotick is off to a great start.
He's had an unbelievable period. Offensively, he's jumped into play a couple times. Defensively, he's like the Rock of Gibraltar down there. So, heck of a period for number 10.
Here comes Finley.
Can he fly, that little kid, man?
150 pounds of speed, of fire. Staub in front. Trying to hit to Jansen. Couldn't get it there. Kept in by the Pioneers. Finley down low to Jansen. Jansen walks in. Dances wide again.
Missed the net.
Plant.
I thought he had the whole side wide open. The whole right side of the net looked like it was open for him.
The Bulldogs, as you see the power play time winding down. Gillette will wind it up to Finley.
1 minute remaining period. 1 minute.
You heard the 1 minute call here for the first period. These two NCHC schools in that same conference. Not a surprise. We're still tied scoreless.
Well, we're talking about Borgstrom, how dangerous he is, how talented he is. They have the puck, number 4. He doesn't get it out. It goes out the point. That usually comes back and haunts you against a real good offensive team. They were lucky it didn't. Miskin made the save. And we're talking about, I thought he had the wide open side. Let's see, does the goalie get a piece of it?
Might have.
Can't tell from that angle if he really got a piece of it, but he was out aggressive where he should have been at the top of the circle. So he's moving very well in net for UMD.
So the first period winding down, the power play winding down. Denver looking to strike late. And of course, the Bulldogs, this is overall has been a successful first period.
Well, they're not through it yet, John.
Terry. Oh, looked to pass to Gambrell. Couldn't get it there. Hit the skate of Pionk.
He's had a good period, too, for UMD. He's played very well.
So the Bulldogs killed the penalty. Now they attack. Toninato looks to go around his man. Hillman does, as Hillman falls to the ice. Wolf, shot, tipped high on the glass. Hillman, the defenseman, gets it out of the zone. So Denver's first period, it began with an onslaught of shots. It was 9 shots to 0. However, the Bulldogs find their legs, settle down, and the game is scoreless after 20.
Johnny, if you'd have told me it would be 0-0 at the end of this period after the first 5 minutes of the game, I said you were nuts. You would think it'd be 3 or 4 nothing for Denver the way they were playing. Miska played very well. He had the one shot that got through his glove and hit the crossbar. Other than that, he's been very aggressive. He's been very confident. Gillette certainly has the body of work. But as I mentioned, when you're on a great team like Denver, you got to make key saves at key times. And he had to do that 2 or 3 times, which he did.
This is the 6th scoreless first period, just the 6th in Frozen Four history, the first since 2013. Quint Kesnick with the captain of the Bulldogs, Dominic Toninato.
Dom, what changed after the first 5 or so minutes of this first period?
I think the nerves got out. I think we were a little nervous to start. We were kind of playing on our heels, and after that, we kind of settled in and started playing on our toes.
How do you deal with Denver's speed?
Oh, just got to try and take their time and space away. I mean, obviously they're fast, and if you give them that time, they're going to make plays.
Thank you. Bucci.
Dom Toninato grew up in Duluth, Minnesota. Toronto Maple Leaf draft pick. He's a senior. This is his final game as a Bulldog. We're in Chicago. Adnan Virk in Connecticut. Scoreless after one, Adnan.
All right, Booch, thank you very much. Speaking of those...
Welcome back to the 2017 NCAA Frozen Four, presented by Northwestern Mutual. Number 1, Denver. Number 2, Minnesota Duluth. Scoreless after 20 minutes here in Chicago. John Butchergoss, Barry Melrose, Quinn Kesnick is ringside for us. And we talked about and profiled the stars of Denver before the game. Will Butcher, the Hobie Baker Award winner for the best player in the country, and Henrik Borgstrom, number 1 draft pick of the Florida Panthers.
And I also said it was Beauty against the Beast, right? Well, Beauty was kicking some Beast butt at the start of that game. They were dominating, and Borgstrom was one of the guys. This guy's downright pretty when he plays. It's like he's playing shinny with his buddies back in Finland. Watch right here. Beats the defenseman. Never quits. Continues up the board. Steals the puck again. Now what have he been doing? No, I'm going to toast another player. He basically beats 4 UMD players before the puck gets to the net. Butcher's fantastic every game right here. Good defensively. I don't see where he's weak defensively at all. Steals the puck. Doesn't panic with it. Nice little backhand saucer up the wall. He knows he needs a change. He's tired, so he does that. Make sure the puck's getting into the zone, then he changes. And after that, good puck movement. He walks into the slot. We saw that all in the first game, him getting shots in the middle of the rink. Puck goes out to the point. Back door now, he goes right into the middle, prime scoring area. Great shot at net, big save by Miska. Butcher was great, Bergstrom was great. Those two guys got to be controlled if you're UMD.
That's Tanner Gillette, Denver's netminder. He won the Mike Richter Award for best collegiate goaltender in the country yesterday. And there's Henrik Borgstrom from Finland. His dad owned a rink in Finland, still does, and so he had all kinds of time to skate whenever he wanted.
The only job better than your dad owning a rink is like if you owned an ice cream parlor. I think that's the only thing that might top owning a rink.
When you're a kid who loves hockey, Dad has ice. That is high currency. Second period underway here in Chicago. 13 shots on goal to 10 in the first period. Favor of Denver. Here comes Troy Terry. He's dangerous. Kicks it to his tape. Around the net, watched by Kotick. Whacked a couple of times. Terry still has it. Hesitation, change of direction. No more stick now for the defenseman. Terry's dangerous. Throws it back towards the point. Doesn't take advantage of Kotick dropping his stick. And the puck goes into the crowd for souvenir number 3. Quinn Kesnick between the benches for us tonight.
My biggest concern is winning the battle in front of the net. The words of Jim Montgomery, Pioneers head coach. And when from ringside, Bucci, I'll tell you, there's a size disparity out here. When you look at some of these monsters from Minnesota Duluth and some of the Smurfs in white from Denver. Offensively, he wants more possession time, more speed in the neutral zone, and wants guys committed to getting inside the dots. But the biggest battle right now in front of the net.
Denver's best period this year has been the second period. They have outscored opponents 67-26 in the second frame. The Bulldogs have given up more goals in the second period than any other period this year. So that's an interesting stat to keep an eye on. Denver's best period offensively and the Bulldogs' worst period defensively.
Are you telling me, like, turn the TV off, Johnny, quit watching?
I did not say that, Barry. I'm saying look out for a goal, which is what I want.
I think this is a different team, UMD, right now. They got things going in the last part of that period. Certainly took control of the game, had some good chances themselves. Didn't give Denver the puck nearly as much as they had the first 10 minutes.
Marcineau tips it deep. Hunter Miska plays it, rims it around the net. All the way out, back into the Denver zone where Adam Plant, the junior from Penticton, British Columbia, picks it up. Long stretch pass. McClellan to Liam Finley. Finley gets around Susie. There's that size disparity Quint just talked about. You really see it with this D pair against these two little forwards.
McClellan's 5'10".
Plant.
And Finley's like 5'8", so yeah. It's land of the Giants in the corner for those two guys.
Another puck that hits the bench of the Bulldogs here in Chicago.
Again, we talked about the age of UMD, much more experience, many more seniors on their team. They're bigger, they're more physical. Obviously, the longer this game goes tied, that favors UMD. They're used to close games, they're used to low-scoring games. The high-octane offense of Denver is not used to those 0-0 games going into the third period.
Face-off back at the center ice dot. Number 11, Avery Peterson. Number 7, Dylan Gambrell. You see, sitting back in that 1-4 you talked about.
Exactly what we showed, yep. take their speed away in the neutral zone.
Troy Terry has been shown he can break that by himself. Watch out. Terry never got there. It was destined for the upper left-hand corner, but it was blocked before it ever arrived to Hunter Miska.
Nick Wolf, I think, made a great block there, John.
Terry, beautiful pass to Gambrell. Somehow he got that out hard. Hit. Gambrell was plastered by Wolf, but he gets up and gets it back. Lucas Savage is blocked. Dan Molinar took that right in the ribs. He is smarting right now. Terry has it. There's blood in the water for Denver again. Terry, one-timer. Weak shot by Hillman goes wide. The Bulldogs are trying to once again, much like the game started, escape early pressure.
Bend but don't break. Bend but don't break.
Able to get that one out.
Denver had the puck in the zone for about 15-20 seconds. We didn't get a shot at net, so.
Blackhawk draft pick Blake Hillman fires it in. Elk River, Minnesota. Fresh Pios on the ice now. Grinding game in the corner. This is that fourth line has been very effective. Evan Ritt, the center, back to the point. Wrist shot, glove by Miska, who was able to track that puck through traffic. Gritty, gutty, greasy for second period, Barry.
Well, exactly. We're talking about the physical play of UMD, the beastas that we were mentioning before the game. That's just a great hit. Wolf, great hit. A little bit later, puck comes down the wall. Molinar comes in, gets in the shooting lane, takes it in the chest. There's some padding there, folks, but that'll leave a mark. There'll be a nice little bruise there tomorrow. They'll be on the ice in between periods, in between the second and third, but good defensive work down low by UMD.
Fourth line for Minnesota Duluth, and Jim Montgomery opts for his second line of Borgstrom, Finley, and McConnell, looking for that matchup.
Scott Sandlin told us earlier, he said, I don't really care how I face my fourth line. I don't mind them playing against the other team's top two lines if I have to.
Butcher's out there, number 4. There's Borgstrom. Watch out. Avoids the hit by number 17, Blake Young.
Well, you'd love to punish him once, number 5.
Here comes Finley, who throws it in deep. Tyson McClellan in there, number 9. Again, that's the head coach of Edmonton, Tom McClellan. But out come the Bulldogs with the puck, Jared Thomas. In deep. Blake Young goes after it. Michael Davies misses him, and out comes McClellan. Up to Finley. Taken there by Davies, the defenseman. St. Louis, Missouri. Here comes Borgstrom in the open ice. Bothered from behind, but still has the puck. Works it deep on Soucy.
He's feeling it tonight, boy. He's got her going.
Hammond keeps it in. Nice play. Jansen can't get a shot off. Good play by Iafallo in his defensive end, playing some defense.
Good D again by UMD.
Tornado has some space. His shot is blocked by Plant. Plant back out there against the top line of UMD. Graskov's out there. He throws it around the net. Anderson, dangerous player down low, strong on the puck. And a nice play by Marceau to take it away. Puck is bouncing a little bit. In front shot saved by Gillette. He robs Joey Anderson point blank.
He shaved him there with that shot, man. Great save.
Look out! O'Connor. Shot. Blocked. Flutters over the net. Logan O'Connor has it back. Off the bench, Gambrell looking for him as they change. Hillman goes in deep. The defenseman back to the point. Davies. Richard score! Jared Lucas Savages tips it in the slot. And the Pioneers lead 1-0.
Well, the worst possible thing could happen to UMD, giving Denver the lead where they're playing. Miska looked like he had a beat on it. I think it hit something in front. I think it moved. It wasn't the shot that he initially saw. We saw the shot come from the point. Good hunt on the puck by Denver. They've been doing that all game long. Not just a skill team. They're showing lots of guts and work ethic also. And there's a shot right from the middle of the rink, as we said. There's too many bodies in front. Let's see if it hits something here.
They got Lucas Savage's
right
stick,
there.
Barry. Right there.
Yeah, hopped up. Lucas Savage's stick just hit that and went up over the shoulder of the goaltender, Miska. But again, great puck control by Denver. They were just winning all those battles. They just took over the first period again.
They're going to look at this just to make sure it was redirected legally, and it clearly was. It was about chest level from Jared Lucas Savage's. It actually looked like it got towards the shaft of his stick, not the blade, but the sophomore for British Columbia with a beautiful redirection of the Davies shot.
Again, just too many shots from the middle of the rink right there. You're just playing with fire. You're not making them shoot from the side. You're letting them shoot right between the circles.
See the stick level, Barry. That's going to be good.
Yeah, it hit that. That was definitely below the crossbar, and that's what you gauge. So Miska had a bead on the initial shot, but as soon as it hit Lucas Savage's stick, went up in the air about 6 or 7 inches. You could see it start fluttering and went up under the bar.
Great shot by our ESPN cameras. We've got 19 of them here for this national championship game. Jim Montgomery grabbing Lucas Savage's by the traps, shaking him.
That's my boy Lucas.
Yeah, get to that greasy area right between the hash marks. Gorgeous hand-eye coordination to just change the trajectory and speed of the puck. It's like an off-speed pitch in baseball, and it fools the goalie.
And don't forget, Gillette had just made that great save at his end of the rink.
Terry, what a move! Dangling, dancing, score! Lucas Savages again! He's a savage! Look at Jim Montgomery, wow!
Well, this might be a time for a timeout if you're a UMD right now, because Denver's got all the speed, all the confidence. They want the puck. They look faster. This is a dangerous time in the game. Obviously, it's 2-0 already. You can't let it go to 3. Terry had a fantastic shift here. Won the battle. Whoa. Never panicked. Osterberg got toasted there in that move back. Goaltender got toasted. Nobody took the body. Pionk was right there. Let's go to the ref cam. This will be a great shot. Osterberger's trying to stay with him. He loses him right there when he curls back against the line. Never panics. Carries the puck right to the front of the net and scores a beautiful goal. Wow, Terry's fantastic. Not just a shootout guy. This just a great move right there. Just so confident. Just love watching him play.
Luco is loco right now. 2 goals in 16 seconds. And Denver suddenly has a 2-0 lead. And the Bulldogs are on their heels again. They need the next goal.
Got to have the next one.
Coronado sends it indeed. Let's go Denver, the Pioneer faithful chant.
They need to maybe get a power play, get in there and work, do a little forechecking.
Raskov fires, saved by Gillette. Coronado really timed his screen effectively, made a slight contact with Gillette, and that's why the Pioneers don't like it.
Well, that's what goalies do when they get hit. They're told to go down right there, and that's exactly what he did. Coronado won the battle out of the corner. This is the goal we talked about. There's a wrist shot off the stick, up over the glove right there of the goaltender Miska. And here's Terry making a fantastic play, wide open net.
2 goals in 16 seconds. Goals 14 and 15 for that Savage. 2-0 Denver.
Good. And we've got 2 good goalkeepers on the ice right now. What do you think about this, Jeff? What advice do you have?
That face says it all right there. Minnesota Duluth is concerned. 2 goals in 16 seconds. The fastest 2 goals by one player in tournament history, Barry.
Well, you just had a goal scored against you, so the next shift is the most important shift of the game. You got to go out and get the momentum. Terry wouldn't let them get the momentum. Wins the battle right there. Continues. Osterberg's got him. Loses him right here. Great spin around and come back the other way. He goes to the front of the net. Lucas Savages gets a goal, but Terry created everything and just basically left it on a platter in the crease for Lucas Savages to shoot it in the net.
Again, he makes tournament history with 2 goals in 16 seconds. The fastest 2 goals by one player in tournament history. He's a free agent, undrafted, but if he keeps hanging around there and doing stuff like that, he can make a career for himself.
He's getting noticed. He's getting noticed in the regionals, and so far in the Frozen Four, he's been pretty spectacular.
Anaheim Duck fans have to like the way number 19 Troy Terry plays hockey. Fifth rounder, that looks like good value right now.
And obviously good in shootouts. That's pretty important in today's NHL.
Anaheim, one of the more underrated franchises in the NHL for the way they continue to produce young talent. That's a hand pass. Again, you can't hand pass anywhere, and if you do it in your defensive zone, you can't change.
Okay.
Squamish, British Columbia. Have you been there, Barry?
Yeah, I've been to Squamish. I've been everywhere, John. There's not a place I haven't been to in Canada if there's a hockey rink in it. He's a great player. Plays like a kid from Squamish. He's got a lot of guts. He goes to the front of the net. He's good on the wall. Excellent hockey player.
Lithuanian heritage. So he's Squamishy?
Squamishki. It is actually a beautiful place. British Columbia is a pretty beautiful province.
Absolutely. Raleigh Tufty, number 27, first round pick.
Need some leaders. UMD needs some leaders. We need something to happen.
Evan Ritt, wide of Miska, not icing. Careful. Off the bench is Finley towards the net, save, and that's offside. It must have come outside the zone by a fraction.
And as I mentioned, it's 2-0 right now. UMD comes out, gets the next goal. You got, 13 minutes. You got plenty of time. Get the next goal. Going into the third period, down 2-1. They've been in that situation many times. You just can't let Denver get the next goal to make it 3-0. Everybody thinks you can come back from 2-0. Once it gets to 3-0, you start losing the guys on the bench that are sort of half-milers. You gotta make sure it doesn't get any worse than 2-0.
And we mentioned that stat when the second period began.
Yeah, you did.
The best second period for Denver and the worst defensive second period for
First 7 minutes has certainly been like that. There's no doubt about that.
Denver hasn't lost this year when scoring first. 24-0-1. I imagine when they scored the first two, they also haven't lost. Just a hunch. Marcineau, plant, wrist shot, traffic, but actually there was no traffic. It had cleared to Miska. Easy first baseman save off the shot from Adam Plant.
Yeah, good work down low by the defense of UMD. They kept everybody to the outside, let Miska get that right in the glove. So excellent job. Wow, 69-26 in the second period.
Yeah.
As a coach, you almost got to start thinking something going on with that, because you're a good team. UMD's got a great team. Why are we so poor in the second period?
I think it speaks highly of Jim Montgomery and his ability to make adjustments. Again, he's a technical, detail-oriented coach. Lots of film study. Really good on the fly. He's going to be a hot coaching product. And I would not be surprised if we see him in the NHL soon. He is on his way. But here come the Bulldogs. Iafallo walks in. Penalty coming up. First power play for Minnesota Duluth. And this could be that chance they get. Hooking will be the call. And UMD will go on the power play. Iafallo draws the penalty.
Iafallo walked off the boards here, John. There was a UMD player wide open at the side of the net. The other two defensemen were caught up. It was basically a 2-on-0. Let's see right here. There, one defenseman went down. When you go down, a lot of bad things can happen. Oh, right there. Anderson, if he could have gave it to Anderson, Anderson wanted that puck. Iafallo's walking right there. He's a left-handed shot. Give it to him on his backhand. Give it to him. Give it to him. Anderson finally went at him there. But again, they won the battle on the wall. Now they got a power play.
Marcineau hooking. Butcher takes it. He'll look to clear, and he does.
Can't lose a draw, man. When you lose that draw, it takes 35, 40 seconds to get it back in the zone.
Jim Montgomery immediately changes, puts Gambrell and Terry out there after they won the faceoff and cleared. Here's Iafallo. Beautiful move. Walks in, shot. Beautiful stick work by Butcher. One reason why he's the Hobie Baker Award winner #4. Jim Montgomery calls him the smartest player, smarter than anyone else. Always in control.
But you see what's happening there, John. One UMD player is carrying the puck in, and he's carrying it in. He's making some nice moves, but no one else is there with him, so he basically shoots it. It's one and done. You got to get in there. You got to curl back. You got to set it up. You got to get your system going. The only time you go in the rush is if you got a clear-cut chance of getting a breakaway or a good shot. You got to use the whole team. You got to get the system going on the power play.
4 forwards and Neil Pionk on this power play. Anderson getting ready for the one-timer, the freshman, number 13. Can't quite see him in your screen. He's on the left point. There he is with the puck. Watch out for him. Looking. He's got room to shoot, but chooses not to. Toninato. Pionk fakes the one-timer. Anderson in front. Score! Iafallo! Bulldogs are right back in it.
John, that's what I was meaning by a system. Get it in there. Get it set up. Get all 5 guys involved. Get the puck moving side to side. Try and break the box of the Denver penalty killers, and that's exactly what happened. Puck went out to the point. It went down to the half wall. Puck went by the guy that was coming out to him. And it was a beautiful backdoor goal, I think, by Toninato, right?
Iafallo got the redirection tip off the Anderson shot.
Let's take a look at it right here. There's the puck moving side to side. There's the box opening up at Denver. Now they're running a little bit. Now there's a fake. Everyone's running together. The top 2 guys are together, and that's a beautiful pass down low. Iafallo gets his stick on it. Anderson makes the pass.
Perfect.
I think everybody in the building thought Anderson was going to shoot it. And Iafallo, because he was at the side of the net and the box broke down, he was wide open. The guy couldn't get back to him before the puck got to him. So great execution on that power play by UMD. Exactly what the doctor ordered.
Gorgeous pass by the double draft pick, Joey Anderson, the freshman. And the gorgeous goal by Iafallo. He's been the hottest offensive player in the country the last couple of months. 3 goals in this game, all scored by number 14, and a huge hit. That will be a penalty. And right back on the power play goes Denver. Raskop steps up and crushed Lucas Savages, but he'll pay for it.
I want to see this one. He came in with his butt. I thought it was more of a hip check. It was what Rob Blake used to do. When he used to get a guy up the center of the ice, he used to use his butt more than his elbow or his shoulder.
We're going to look at this to make sure there wasn't head contact.
Okay, let's see. Comes in.
Oh, that's definitely head contact with
that's
the
elbow to the head, yeah.
So we got to be careful here. This could become a 5-minute major.
College hockey, if you make contact with the head, you're guilty.
That arm was up, too.
It's not where the head was. It's not what was happening. If you make contact with the head, you're guilty.
So this will be either 2 or 5.
Man, things were going so good, too. They had the speed. They had the puck in the zone. They got their forecheck going. They scored in the power play.
Raskov, the senior.
They need him on the ice. If they lose him for 5 minutes.
You see the officials down there with the nice size screen to make sure. This is the best view. Watch the. You see there, the elbow pad does make contact with the side of.
Oh yeah, the elbow was up.
Helmet.
The elbow. I thought he had his rear end in there first, but I didn't throw it. Definitely, the elbow made contact with the head. I'll be surprised this isn't a 5, Johnny.
Such a fast game. Willie Raskov, I think he wanted to turn like you mentioned, Barry. I realized he couldn't turn fast enough. And you see the Denver fans calling for the 5-minute penalty.
I thought they were doing high fives.
To the invisible man.
Oh, man. These are game changes. The momentum was back with UMD. Things were going their way. That's a good hit. You know, if you don't hit the elbow, it's a good hit. But now that could change the whole game for UMD. And again, that's one of their best players. Raskov is one of their best defensemen. So
had the overtime win against Ohio State. Had the beautiful pass on Thursday
against Harvard. Yep.
To Iafallo to beat Harvard. And of course, the worst thing would be an ejection. I don't think we're going to get that.
Is that a Freudian slip? You see the referee's hand right there? Can you play that back, guys?
That's true point. So that,
is that a Freudian slip? Would that be what's that called with the 5 fingers up there? Let's see what happens.
Or just some foreshadowing too.
Foreshadowing of bad things happening.
Because Mom would yell at you when you did that in the windows of the kitchen.
Oh yeah.
So
my mother's windows are squeaky clean.
So you now see they've seen it now. They have all the information. Yeah. Now they're trying to decide: do we give him that 5 you see there on the
hand
glass, or do we keep it at 2? And also, is it an injection?
Yeah, 5 in a game. Is it 5 or 5 in a game?
Well, we're going to find out here. So it's only going to be a 2-minute penalty, it appears. Initial response with the captains, Dominic Toninato and Will Bitcher, are now being told that it appears.
If it's a 2-minute penalty, that's good luck for UMD. That is a big break. Big break.
That's Toninato, the captain for the Bulldogs.
That's a close-up. Wow.
From our ref cam, Will Butcher is going to go to, and of course also Jim Montgomery is also now at the Denver bench being told why the penalty is what it is. You see Montgomery, great view there of the Denver head coach. Indirect contact to the head. There's Scott Sandelin. He's also getting the explanation from the other referee, Colin Cronforst and Barry Hockmara.
If it's only 2, I think that's a big break for UMD.
It's going to be charging the call. So despite the head contact, which was there, they're going to keep it at charging. Again, the referees want to be careful. Lucas Savages appears to be okay, and that does play into it.
And he shoots.
So, but it's still a power play for Denver, up 2-1. They could get that goal right back.
But it's only a 2-minute power play, and you can only score 1 goal on a 2-minute power play, instead of a 5 where you could score 2 or 3.
Good point. Marcineau, the great faceoff man, wins it. Butcher shot over the net. Lucas Savages is not on the ice right now to begin this power play for Denver. He has 2 goals. The last Frozen Four hat trick was by his coach in 1993, Jim Montgomery, against Lake Superior State.
Well, obviously, this is one of these turning points in a game. Denver scores as they get the 2-goal lead back. Everything's going their way.
Wolf steps up on Gambrell.
Wolf's throwing some big hits, man.
Got to be careful down a man doing that, but he's able to get the puck out. That long delay kind of took the starch out of the barn. We had 2 goals in 16 seconds, and then the Bulldogs make it a 1-goal game.
Whoa!
And then the long delay, and now we'll have to get re-energized here.
Osterberg had Gillette leaning right there, man.
Bad angle shot hit the side of the net. Terry been so good with the stick handling in this game. Now Lucas Savage is on the ice. 2 goals in 16 seconds, looking for a hat trick in the same period. Wouldn't be a natural hat trick like his coach got in '93, but here he is again. He's hot. Terry shot! Side of the net. Borgstrom behind the net. The Finn sauces it to Gambrell. Gambrell off the boards to Butcher. Butcher, 4 forwards and the 1 defenseman. Gambrell to Terry. Watch the shot. Down to Gambrell. Tries to bank it in. Off Miska. Can't do it. He's pulled down. Nothing called and cleared by the Bulldogs. Good play, Kyle Osterberg.
I'd like to see Terry shoot that. He's walking. The goaltender's on his knees. He's got a great wrist shot. You know, if you don't shoot, then people aren't going to respect the shot, and they'll start picking the guys up in front of the net. You got to think that you're going to shoot, and then the defense have to act accordingly.
Bulldogs surviving this power play. It winds down. Butcher bothered from behind. Parker McKay does a good job. The tenaciousness, the blue-collar work ethic of this Minnesota Duluth team paying off in a national championship game. Down 2-0, shockingly down 2-0. They're able to kill this penalty. Raskov comes out of the box.
Huge. Huge, huge, huge. What a break.
But back comes the Pioneers and Finley with speed. Liam Finley stops and turns. Gets it in deep. Davies, the defenseman, is in deep to keep it close. Jansen cycles it back down. Here comes Toninato with Iafallo. The big line for the Bulldogs is out there. And Moronic goes back. He falls down. Puck comes out in front. Taken by Davies, the defenseman. And here comes Marcineau. He'll chip it deep and chase it. Working on Raskov. There's Adam Plant. Denver activating their defense like they always do. Steele behind the net. O'Connor. He's been effective in this game. Gets pushed. Turnover. Borgstrom and alone. Backhander saved by Miska on the bouncing puck. Two goals in 16 seconds, and the Bulldogs were down, but they're not out. Pionk to Joey Anderson, who makes the surgical pass. What a dime to Alex Iafallo. Miska at the other end. Yes, we're back in it.
At Angry Orchard.
Night has fallen in one of the great American cities, Chicago. Jim Montgomery, coach of the year in college hockey, the head coach of Denver. He was a great player as well. 93 championship game for Maine. They were down 4-2 after 2, but a natty hattie for the Denver head coach when he played for Maine. They come from behind. Paul Kariya, cha-cha-cha, had all the assists. They win the national championship. Jim Montgomery with Quinn Kesnick.
Coach, you often say we need to stay in the moment. What's most important at this very moment?
Just controlling our emotions. I mean, it's a great college game, and there's already been a couple of momentum swings in this last 5 minutes, and we just got to keep worrying about our next play.
Thank you.
Montgomery, detail-oriented, film study. He was a volunteer coach at Notre Dame, went to RPI for 4 years, went to the USHL for Dubuque, won 2 championships in 3 years as coach and GM. Now his 4th year at Denver. They've won more games each year, and they've gone further in the NCAA tournament each year. This is 4th year as head coach.
That's going to be tough to do. If they win this year, it's going to be tough to do something better than they've had. They've had the player of the year, they've had the goalie of the year, they had the coach of the year, and they'll maybe have the team of the year if they win this game, obviously. So it's going to be tough to beat that next season.
Jim Montgomery's dad was a great boxer in Canada. He grew up in Montreal, went to the 56 Olympic Games in Melbourne, and he's looking for another counter-punch here to get that 2-goal lead back. Almost too many men on the ice, and in fact, it kind of was, but
you heard him talk about the momentum switches right there, and that penalty certainly was a momentum switch.
Carson Kuhlman stops. The speedy winger for UMB comes with a Pionk. Pionk, wrist shot, never got there. Osterberg saved by Gillette. Kyle Osterberg, point blank from 12 feet.
That hit Gillette, he never saw it. That was through legs and traffic in front of the net.
Osterberg's had a good period, number 8. Oh, fakes the pass.
They look like Denver. They look like Denver.
That's an easy save for Gillette there. You're right, very Denver-ish shift right now. Behind the net, Osterberg. The puck is finding him. Big high hit again from Nick Wolf, who loves to throw his weight around. 6'4", 215-pound freshman from Eagan, Minnesota. Johnson, Adam Johnson, dangerous offensive player, number 7. Plant knocks him down. Watch out, here comes Terry. He has been electric in this game, number 19. Dances between the Bulldog D.
That was a forward back there, Johnny. That was Osterberg playing defense. That's why he attacked him.
Gambrell with some jump. Peterson takes it. Behind the net now, Terry. Watch out, Terry. In front, Gambrell. Rebound, score! Hat trick! Lucas Savages. 3 goals in the second period.
Again, UMD had the puck clean behind the net. They couldn't move it out. They lost it. And you can't lose it against a player like Terry the way he's playing right now. Lucas Savages gets a goal, but again, Terry did all the heavy lifting on this goal. He stole the puck. He made the pass. He's just on another level right now. He's definitely Denver's best player. He's just seeing the ice. He's playing with so much confidence. Right there, Denver or UMD had the puck behind the net. They lost it. There's the one chance. And there's the backdoor goal. Puck goes to Lucas Savages, and all he has to do is basically shoot in the wide open net. Good battle in front of the net by Gambrell, tying up the goaltender and the defenseman. Puck goes to Lucas Savages on the back door, and he just has to make the shot and make sure he doesn't hit one of those guys in front of the net. But again, when you're playing against a team like Denver and you have complete control behind the net, you can't make a mistake and give it up, and that's exactly what happened.
Again, the first Frozen Four hat trick since 1993, and that was done by his coach, Jim Montgomery. Gambrell and Terry. And much like Jim Montgomery's hat trick in 1993 came as a result of a lot of Paul Kariya stick work, Lucas Savages has been the benefit of Troy Terry tonight.
Big advantages with Troy Terry. He's flying.
Except for the first goal, which was a beautiful redirection. The last two have been the result of excellent stick work by Terry, and Lucas Savages had 5 goals in his last 3 games. He was excellent in Cincinnati, and he's been outstanding again tonight. The Bulldogs look to respond. Raskov blocked into the side of the net. So we've had an exciting second period after a scoreless first. 4 goals here in the second frame. We mentioned it was Denver's best period of the 3 during the regular season and the postseason, and they continue to do that tonight. Icing is waved off. Looked like Denver got there first. Oh, it's a huge hit in the corner as Blake Young has the puck. Throws it in front. No stick for Hillman. And Gillette covers it up. Quint Kestic, what do you have?
Bucci, I've got free hats here, and I think maybe I'm going to send these up to the booth. You and Barry can sign these, and maybe we can sell them for charity and make some money. But that's what you get with a hat trick. You get Hockey DU and Denver Hockey 2004 national champs.
That's right. Normally we see a large collection of hats on the ice. However, of course, some are stuck behind nets. Some wants to hold on to their
funny
lids.
we don't. The Denver fans aren't throwing some on the ice. I can't believe we haven't seen any. A little disappointed with the Denver fans over that.
I think how quick the goals came. They were probably not. Many don't realize it was a hat trick.
And maybe how expensive the new hats are. Maybe that has something to do with it. All right, let's find out a little bit about UMD here now. That was a great chip. Go out and do it again.
That's 6.5 to go here in the frame to try to get it.
There's another example. UMD has a puck on their stick. There's nobody near them. And Osterberg loses it and ends up a great scoring chance again by Denver. That's just happened too many times. I know the speed of Denver makes everything happen quicker than you'd like, but you just can't cough that puck up and end up in the slot area for a great scoring chance.
Jared Lucas Savage is one of the great performances in Frozen Four history.
He's probably too hot to sit beside. You'd be sweating if you're sitting beside him on the bench right now.
He's on fire.
Yes, he is.
3 goals here in the second period. The first 2 in 16 seconds. Jansen turns and fires. Butcher had that on a tee, and Jansen took it away from him. Kotick seals O'Connor. O'Connor fights him right back. Butcher skating back for it. Iafallo with a whack to him. Aggressive play, Pionk. But when that happens, you got to be careful. Back the other way. Marcineau's just onside. Slapper glove saved by Niska.
Talking about Jansen again, you heard him say that Coach Montgomery, I want this guy on my team because you win with him. That's what he's doing. He's sticking his nose in. He's attacking the net. I love to see that right now. Denver's got to keep their emotions up. You can't let them back in the game. You can't let UMD back in the game right now. You got them backtracking a little bit. You got them, on their heels. Keep it going. Keep attacking them.
Director is Bob Frateroli. Our producers, Anthony DeVita, John Butchergoss, Barry Melrose. Quinn Kesnick is ringside here in Chicago, Illinois. A national championship on the line in Chicago. Lucas Savage has almost got his fourth. Short side high, hit the back of the net.
UMD just needs out of the second period where they're so bad.
Into the penalty box area. Tomorrow afternoon on ESPN, 4 Eastern. Catch an Eastern Conference clash featuring Orlando City's Kyle Aaron and Bradley Wright Phillips from the Red Bulls. Major League Soccer, presented by Audi. Also streaming live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN. Audi presents MLS Soccer Sunday. We
have a saying in hockey, the 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey, so you can't let it get to 3. UMD get one here, 5:49 left, lots of time.
Davies shot blocked by Coolman and taken by Johnson. Number 7 got some wheels. Dances around Davies, but Davies gets a stick on it. Coleman backhand no-look attempt gets blocked. Here's Osterberg. Molinar walks in, no shooting lane. Opsta goes to Coolman. He now cycles down low.
But here's what UMD needs, a cycling game.
Johnson curls. Fires, tips just wide. Continues behind the net, but Denver has it. And the Bulldogs retreat. Dangerous Gambrell, San Jose Sharks second-round pick. Still has the puck. Finley tries to sliver in between the defense. Can't do it, but gets it back. He chips it to McClellan. McClellan back in front to Finley. Saved by Miska. What a beautiful give and go by Liam Finley and Tyson McClellan. Hunter Miska under siege on a night that has belonged to that man, Jared Lucas Savages. Adnan Verk, Sean Richland, Dave Starman back in Connecticut.
PlayStation.
Welcome back to Chicago. John Butchergoss, Barry Melrose. Hey, Sunday night baseball. Tomorrow night.
About time.
Love it. 8 o'clock Eastern time. Syndergaard against Volquez. Of course, you got Giancarlo Stanton. It's 50 sets of 50 wrist curls. Yoenis Cespedes as well. 2 strong dudes. Good to have baseball back on ESPN. Here in Chicago, the final college hockey game of the year. A national championship on the line. Number 1, Denver in white. Number 2, Minnesota Duluth. Denver circling again, looking for that 4th goal of the game. Hillman, that comes outside the line. He'll throw it back in. His teammates will have to touch up on the blue line, and then they can re-enter the zone and continue their forecheck.
Denver's on the puck, man. You get it. You got no time to get your head up. Their forechecking game's awesome. They're using their speed to come back, pick the pucks up the neutral zone. Got her going right now, boy.
But again, Minnesota Duluth will be patient and play their game. Tufte. Shot blocked by Butcher. Butcher finds the puck, but throws it back right to Susi on the point. His shot just wide. Barely missed the net. But Borgstrom has it. Henrik Borgstrom, the Finn. Chips it over. But here comes Tufte again with Jared Thomas. Tufte, the first-round pick of the Dallas Stars, has it. Throws it in front. Almost banked it in off of Gillette. Here comes O'Connor, but good job by Anderson to seal him off. Toninato out there. Will take it down the wall. Wait for Alex Iafallo and Anderson to get back and play. But here comes Denver again. The defenseman Plant. Blocked by Pion. Iafallo's open on the far side. They don't see him.
That's a play, though. When the puck's on one side, if you can get it, control of it and get it to the other side, that guy's wide open, which he was.
Beautiful move by Romig. Emil Romig, the Austrian, around the net. Gets sealed off, nowhere to go. Marcineau. Little line juggling by Jim Montgomery in the second period. Changing a few of the combinations. Davies around the net, but Anderson is there. He's been out there a while. One-timer. Easy save on the Wolf shot. Wolf pinching again. Nice play to keep it in. Osterberg, number 8. He deserves some payoff for his good second period. See if it happens here. Wrap around, saved by Gillette. Wrap around the other side, never got there. As Coleman had a chance. Wolf wide open. Beautiful pass, just wide off the clapper. Hard shot there by Adam Johnson. Another slap shot. Never got to Gillette. Deflected in front and wide. Another shot. Kick save by Gillette. It's loose in front, but taken there by Marcineau.
Best shift UMD had this period.
Here they come again. Johnson dances, but goes awry. He tries to throw it in front. Line change, so some fresh Bulldogs. Johnson still has it. Pulled down. Nothing called. Play continues. Young. Behind the net. Denver a bit on their heels here as the second period. Oh, high, hard hit. Nothing called as Plant goes down. There have been some close hits, Barry, that have been a little bit high, like that one to Plant.
Hey, I love that shift. Those are two great shifts by UMD. They got the momentum going their way. I think there's a timeout being called, as a matter of fact. Great work in the corner. Plant gets it. Got to keep doing this, man. Keep finishing your checks. Big bodies like that.
Good
You're
hit.
bigger than Denver. Make them pay a price. If they want the puck, which they've been having all game long, make them pay a price. Don't let them have it without paying a price. Two great shifts by UMD. 3 or 4 good hits by UMD. No penalties against UMD. They got the momentum back in the game. As I said, Denver called a timeout there because everyone's beat because of the shifts that UMD had. Wow. Keep doing it, man. Keep doing it.
Quinn Kesnick, what do you see down there?
Well, I see Adam Plant leaning over the boards right now in major discomfort. It was Plant who was circling, skating bent over, who signaled his coach that he needed a timeout. And I am standing right next to him right now, and he is still gasping for air and in some major pain. He was begging coach to call the timeout as he was skating in the defensive zone.
Well, the man who hit him is 40 pounds heavier and 6 inches taller.
They got to do more of that. UMD's got to do more of that. They got to punish those guys down low, make those small defensemen pay a price. Guys like Butcher, they've had too easy a night, those guys. Get in their grill a little bit.
Plant from BC, the man who hit him from Saskatchewan. Those Saskatchewan dudes are so rude.
They are.
Bad manners.
We're proud of it.
So Montgomery,
we're raised that way, Johnny.
So Montgomery calls his timeout to get the line changed. So Plant comes off. He gets some fresh troops out there because he knows this is an important part of the game. He senses his teams on their heels a bit and he wants to keep it a 2-goal game.
And UMD's got their top line out there, so let's see if this is a game-changing moment.
Face off one. Good job by the Bulldogs. Anderson trying to feed Toninato. Boy, Anderson's a good-looking freshman. Iafallo, good job to come out with that puck. Raskob. That puck goes high off the glass. Toninato behind the net. Anderson hunts it down, but Toninato has it first. Back to the point. Susi. Beautiful move.
Great play.
Still has it. Long reach. But a good grab by Lucas Savages to take it away.
He's doing everything, John. Now he's a defensive powerhouse.
Here comes Gambrell. Nifty move through the neutral zone. Number 7. Silky, velvety moves. Drops it back to Terry. We know how good Terry's been. Troy Terry flips it to himself. But the Bulldogs are able to get it. Toninato's exhausted. He's going to look to change. There he goes.
The skill level of Denver is just off the charts. Everybody that they have up front can curl and drag it and make plays, and they all got confidence, and very, very tough team to play against.
Terry's out there with Borgstrom late here in the second period. Hillman. Some fresh Pioneers coming off the bench now as they regain possession. Davies is out there. Terry gets pushed off the puck real nicely.
Well played, well played. Yep.
Scoreless after one. Denver has 3 goals, all by the same player, Jared Lucas Savages. Look at Borgstrom. Stops. Now he's looking to Thies. A pass first kind of a player. Davies. Shot! Never got there. Borgstrom tried to get to that, but Coolman wouldn't let him get there. And then Borgstrom hits him. Here comes Pionk. The defenseman chips it by Gillette, but it goes wide. Real Pionk trying to make something happen. Jansen's going to be able to softly clear, but it does not go into the bench, and that will do it. What a fun second period. 4 goals, hard hits.
Well, I thought UMD got it going late in the period. They started being physical again. They started winning battles again. They started making those skilled Denver forwards get their head up. Pionk's effort right there. The trouble is no one went with him. Everyone is still at center ice. No one thought he had a chance of getting that puck and creating an offensive chance. If there had been a UMD player in front of the net, he could have threw it back to him. But as you see, all white jerseys. But something to build on, something to build on.
What a second period for Jared Lucas Savages. A hat trick. He's with Quinn Kesnick.
Jared, what happened on your first goal when Michael Davies took that outside shot?
Yeah, I was up high slot, and Davies put a nice little floater in, and it just hit my stick, and it went top right. or top left, sorry.
16 seconds later, you score again. What was your reaction?
There was a great forecheck by Gams and Troy. Troy possessed the puck for probably 15 seconds of that shift, and he took it to the net, and I kind of just hit it off his stick and went in.
Why do you think you had such a great period?
We won our net front battles, and we had a really good forecheck.
Last question. I got a trivia question. When was the last time a player scored a hat trick in the national championship game?
Jim Montgomery.
Nice answer. 1993 for Maine. Bucci, back to you. We have a winner.
Yeah, give him a free hat. You got 2 of them.
Thank you.
But boy, Troy Terry, how about him? Last 3 games, 3 goals and 6 assists. He's helping his boy, Jared Lucas Savages, help make NCAA history. 20 minutes from championship number 8 for Denver. Back to Adnan. Welcome back to the 2017 NCAA Frozen Four, presented by Northwestern Mutual. 19,783 inside the United Center in Chicago. After 40 minutes, Denver 3, Minnesota Duluth 1. John Butchergross, Barry Melrose with you. Quinn Kesnick is ringside. And what a second period for Jared Luco Savages. Luco was loco with a hat trick.
That's some nice writing, John. I always give you credit when you need it. Again, speed is tough to play against. Talent is tough to play against. And you add grit with those 2 things. Very, very tough to play against a team like that. And that's exactly what Denver's got right now. Shot from the point. Lucas Savages in the slot area. Nice tip in. Now you're going to see right there, great work by Terry behind the net. Steals the puck from Osterberg. Wins the battle right there. Curls back. Lucas Savages is at the side of the net. He just spins off the goaltender. Has a wide open net. Puck goes up the wall here. It comes back into behind the net. Complete possession by UMD. They lose it. Against that lineup where they're playing right now, that's a giveaway and that's a goal every time. Lucas Savages in the slot. He just has to make sure he doesn't hit the defenseman in front of the net.
And now for tonight's game track, brought to you by Buick, as the Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs return to the ice. The Luco Savages hat trick, first hat trick in a title game since his coach got one in 1993 in Maine's national championship victory. And Alex Iafallo had the Bulldog goal. If there's one school that is built to come from behind, it is UMD. They are a team together and tight. Quint Kesnick, ringside.
Our goal is not to let up. Our goal is to skate him into the ground. The words of Jim Montgomery when I asked him if anything changes up 3-1. The one thing he did point out, Bucci, was that the emotional component of this game is different from any other. And it's a battle between emotions and executions. They're relying on their process and staying in the moment. But there's been some radical swings down here.
The process, that is their motto, intentionally misspelled once it was misspelled the first time. But for UMD, it's unfinished business. 7 seniors, lots of pride. Everyone gets along, everyone hangs out. And they are looking for that togetherness to climb out of this hole. The challenge is mighty. To tie Denver at least, come from behind to win the school's 2nd national championship.
Well, they got to control Troy Terry. That's the main thing right now. He's dominating it in that 2nd period.
Shot deflected wide. Rebound saved by Miska as Logan O'Connor found the puck on his sticks. It's 19 minutes, 23 seconds of process to go for Denver. Well, Duluth, there's that process again. They threw the extra S in there by accident somewhere along. It might have been David Carl, the assistant coach. And they said, we got to keep that.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's exactly what's going on. It ain't broke. They've had an unbelievable year. They've hardly lost any games. They've got an unbelievably talented team. They look very well coached. Now UMD has to win 20 minutes.
Jared Lucas Savages, the hat trick. The last person to have 4 goals in a championship game, 1980 North Dakota, Doug Smale.
Terry, play with Dougie Smale. He's a good player.
He had 4 goals in that 1880 title game for North Dakota.
He was part of that great Winnipeg team I was on.
Osterberg.
D, here you go.
Raskov gets the puck as Terry tries to run him down with a good job by Willie Raskov. A nice pass up to Osterberg. Here's Coleman. Drops it to Johnson. Who needs to step up here now, Barry, for the Bulldogs?
The guys that got you here, your best players have to be your best players. You can't expect the 4th line guy to turn the season around for you. It's got to be your big dogs.
McClellan. He's been good in this game. Goes to Finley behind the net. He's taken off the puck by Dan Molinar there.
2 goals is nothing. We've seen teams come back from 2 goals a zillion times. Just got to get back to what they do well, and that's grind it out and get the puck to the net.
UMD 16-3-1 in their last 20. And here they come. Peterson, big body down low. Shot towards the net, blocked by Plant. Kept in by Peon.
This is better. This is what they do. Cycle it, get it down low, win the battle.
Tufty and Peterson, 2 big bodies, and Parker McKay. Hillman gets it up. Kotick has to back off to respect the speed of Finley, and that enables the puck to come out of the zone.
Finley's literally half the size of Kotick.
Kotick is 6'6", 240. Finley is 5'8", 150. He's got about 90 pounds.
Yeah, I'm not sure those are the right numbers for Finley either.
Tarek Hammond with the puck. The junior from Calgary, Alberta.
Obviously, UMD's going to have to pinch a little bit more. The defenseman, they got to rely on the forwards coming back, helping out, but you got to be a little bit more aggressive offensively.
Here comes Ritt.
Good shift, good shift. 3 good bangs right there.
Bulldogs doing a good job now, keeping the puck at this side of the ice. And here they go. Man down, Tammons shaken up behind the net. There's only 4 Denver players currently defending. Tammons really shaken up, but they don't blow the whistle.
2 guys down now, 2 guys down.
Finally, the whistle was blown. Hammond is injured behind the net. He is in some sort of trouble. Don't know if that's leg or upper body.
Well, the referees won't blow the whistle until Denver gets complete possession of the puck. Obviously, you got to be wary of a guy pretending he's hurt. I don't think that's the case here whatsoever, but the referee has to wait until Denver gets complete control before he'll blow the whistle. This isn't good.
This is bad. That they're immediately calling for the stretcher. You wonder if this is a broken leg, lower body here. The way Hammond was reacting.
He went in hard. He went in really hard.
I think that right ankle is fractured. They're covering it up there. He's in pain, and they're going to bring out the stretcher, I'm sure.
Looks like the doctors are coming out.
Yeah, I think that right ankle went into the boards hard, and it's at the other end of the ice, unfortunately, so it's going to take a while. So they'll try to talk to him, and Tarek Hammond's night is over.
There ain't no give in this building. The boards are hard in this building. You see all the puck coming off. Guys missing the net on purpose. Our boards are extremely hard in Chicago. They are in every NHL rink, but it seems like this building is a little bit worse than usual.
It's going to take a while to get the stretcher down. Again, looks like it's that right ankle. Went into those end boards very hard. And it's,
as I said, I met his father last night.
Hammond's a junior from Calgary, Alberta.
Calgary guy. Okay, good position. Playing defense right there, not taking a penalty.
Oh, jeez, you see it right there.
Yep. Yes, you can. That was ugly.
We'll take a timeout. 23-year-old from Calgary, Alberta. Went into the end boards hard. Clearly fractured or dislocated that right ankle. There's doctors on the ice. Obviously get that thing in an air cast as soon as they can. Get him off the ice, and then see doctors will reassess then what they need to do, if he needs to go right to the hospital, or if they can put some sort of air cast on that for now. But it looked pretty serious, and he's obviously done for the game, and everyone's on their feet here in the United Center.
I'm going to speak as a coach, and to get back to the hockey game, what the coaches have to do is get their teams back in the moment.
Yeah, it's a traumatic experience.
It's a traumatic experience. He's best buddies with a lot of guys on Denver's team. They're worried about him. Obviously, if you're UMD, you don't want to see anyone hurt, the opposition that you're playing against.
That's a great scene there. The entire Denver bench.
Whoa.
Oof. Man, the ice is still slippery. It's early in the second period.
Yeah, everybody grab somebody that can't skate, man.
Obviously, Hammond's family will now go down underneath the United Center to check on their son.
What's hard is, John, this could be the greatest night of these guys' young hockey players' lives, and their best buddies being carted off on a stretcher. It's a very tough thing to handle physically or mentally if you're an athlete. And it sounds cruel, but
it's a good look there.
That's the way it is.
Tarek Hammond. The classy UMD fans clapping as well here in Chicago. This is his 44th game of the year. He's played 94 in all as a Denver Pioneer.
Big body, 6'2", so that, you know, he's one of the big defensemen they have.
So they'll wait for the Zamboni door to close as, again, doctors will assess what is the best course of action for Hammond as they look at that ankle. So the face-off to the right of Tanner Gillette. We'll see how both teams react after that. Face-off won by the Bulldogs. Raskov shot. Beats Gillette, but it's wide. Here comes Anderson. Plant is there. Pass in front to Toninato. Back to Raskov. He wrist shots. Blockered by Gillette to the side. Remember, Jim Montgomery used his timeout. So if he senses his team is in trouble, he can't call a timeout. Puck is loose. Taken by Gillette.
Well, obviously UMD answered the bell. They came out with one of their best shifts of the game. Cycled the puck very well. They had some great chances from the slot. They moved the puck very well. So Jimmy's got to get his team to match the intensity of UMD right now, obviously.
Bulldogs had also used a power play. They've only had one.
Only had one, and they look great at it.
Right. And that would be a way to get back in this game, continue the pressure, and perhaps draw a penalty.
Another shift like the one they just have. That's how you're going to draw a penalty against the opposition.
Jim Montgomery, perhaps his best medicine in this situation, put Troy Terry back on the ice.
Blame the rest of the game, man. Don't take on him and Butcher. Don't take him off the ice.
He's got the puck again. What a pass to Gambrell.
Got it again.
Terry gets it back. Throws it deep. Lucas Savage is behind the net. He collides. Osterberg. What a play by Osterberg. He feeds it to Adam Johnson. Johnson goes around Hillman. Davies turns to get it. Gillette to Gambrell.
That's a great play by Gillette, man. Does that take the pressure off the defense?
Going to be icing? No, it's waved off late as Roma does a good job to get to it. Kept in at the line there. Ritt. He'll go up to Kuhlman. Back, Matt Van Voorhis is going to end up playing some more minutes here in this third period.
Hey, Stabby!
Stabby is Colin Staub. You heard him get that puck out of danger. Ritt. Good speed from him. Ooh. Stops just in time from crashing into Miska and perhaps getting a penalty. Coleman has good foot speed to get out of trouble, and the Blackhawk draft pick dumps it in. National championship on the line. Number 1 Denver in white. Number 2 Minnesota Duluth. 2-on-2. Peterson, Tufte goes up behind the net. Mackay pucks in front, almost banks off at Gillette, but he covers it up and he'll get the face-off.
Again, I like what UMD's doing. They're flying. They're taking some chances offensively. You're going to have to do that the rest of the game. You're 2 goals down. Lots of time, 15 minutes. Just got to continue this. And as you said, if you keep working your butt off and winning races, you're going to get a penalty called on Denver and let that power play get out there one more time.
Minnesota Duluth. Brett Hall went to Minnesota Duluth. Sean Podine, former King Clancy Humanitarian Award winner in the NHL. And there's now a Sean Podine Humanitarian Award given out by Minnesota Duluth.
One of the great, Sean Podine.
Behind the net. Thomas in front. Lucas Savages gets the puck. But a good job by Blake Young, who's had a strong game. Throwing his weight around, using that long reach. And the Bulldogs will not stop. They were a resilient, persistent bunch.
Whoa.
Exo shot save off the pad. You could hear it echo throughout the United Center. Jansen had the puck. For some reason, he chipped it. It's going to be icing. Didn't need to do that, and you could hear him scream in anger.
Is that what I heard?
That's what you heard.
That was anger, eh? Well, again, excellent shift again. UMD's got her going. They're getting it in deep. They're winning races. They're playing with confidence. They're looking fast. There's some good puck movement there. Second guy on the puck. There's the battle one. Good save by Gillette, but he left a juicy rebound. Keep getting it in those pads area. Get to the front of the net, score one of those ugly, greasy goals.
Top line back out there. Denver couldn't change. Plant with it, chips it. Kicked in there by Raskov. He has it again. He's dangerous when he goes down low. Wrist shot. That was high. Wide it goes as Iafallo was there. Iafallo still has it. Taken by Jansen. See what he does with it this time. Soft chip. No icing there. And now Denver can't change. That puck's going to deflect into the crowd for souvenir number 4.
Good shift, good puck movement right there, good speed, doing everything they have to do. They're cycling the puck really well. Raskov, we talked about, had a great game, has a great series, makes a good play, keeping it in with his foot. Little soccer there, little MLS. Comes in here, good wrist shot up under the bar.
Close.
Back the door now, watch the back door. Iafallo has it in his backhand, but he can't put it in the net. Good shift by that big line.
And that was Raskov. Yep. Pass to Iafallo. He followed up his shot.
Great job. Raskov's had a heck of it. He was great in the regionals. He's been great so far here in the Frozen Four.
Third period shots, 5 for the Bulldogs, just 1 for the Pioneers. So the Bulldogs doing what they have to do.
It's like 4 icings already in the first part of this game. So
what's the effect now, Barry, when you lose a defenseman and now you're down to 5?
You're number one. He's a big man. They don't have many of those guys.
Yeah.
Again, mentally, some guys are still thinking about him. The guys that are really close to him, you can't just put that out of your mind. You're worried about your buddy. But the size will miss more than anything else because he is a big body and they don't have enough of those guys. And obviously, UMD has turned up the heat.
Face off 1. Susie throws it down. Here's Johnson in front, tipped. Oh, beautiful redirection by Coleman. Doesn't go. Susie's in deep, the defenseman. The time to go is now for the Bulldogs. Coleman behind the net. Back to the point it goes to Raskov. Wrist shot deflected. Loose in front. Backhander flutters towards Gillette, who makes the easy save on Johnson.
This is where you wish you had a timeout, John. You need a timeout. Everything's going UMD's not waiting right now. They look faster. They look hungrier. They're around the net. They're making good plays. They're playing with confidence. Perfect. Exactly what you got to do. This was a great play. That is just great toe save right there. Gillette got the toe on it. Excellent job. Puck goes out to point. Raskov again doesn't get the shot blocked. That's huge. Get it by the top guy. Get it by the top guy and outnumber him just behind the top guy. Get a good scoring chance.
Pionk! Kick save by Gillette, and it's out. We also used the TV timeout during the injury. So Denver also looked at that for a few more minutes. If they're looking to take a breather, how Jim Montgomery talked to his troops. So now they got to fight through it. Well, the Bulldogs try to get that all-important next goal. What a move by Pionk. Spinorama, Denny Savard style here in Chicago. Blocked down by Anderson at the blue line. Ritt takes it. He's belted from behind by Pionk. Denver wants a call. Montgomery's livid on the top of the bench for Denver.
Jimmy, I think that was a good hit. I don't think there's anything wrong with that hit.
Davies shovels it in the backhand. Kept in, apparently onside. Wrist shot just wide. The Bulldogs are circling, nipping at the heels of the Pios. Puck is loose, batted down. That's called a hand pass. It was close. Toninato and Plant were both there. Here's that hit, and the reaction from Montgomery was huge.
It was from behind, but it wasn't into the board. There was a problem with it. There's the puck, body's in front. From behind, he didn't push him into the boards. I don't think there's anything wrong with that hit.
It's close.
Other than it happened to your player.
Right, in a close game. These Big Ten officials, they don't want to be.
That's fine. He was far away from the boards. I don't think there's anything wrong with that hit. If you're not hitting like that now, you don't care, brother.
Raskov. Backhand. Evan Ritt is now gone to the locker room for the Pioneers. So this hard-hitting game starting to take its toll on them, and that's offside at the blue line.
That's what hitting teams do, John. You hit in the first period for the third period. You know, in the first period, maybe it doesn't help. No one's throwing the puck away. But you get hit 3 or 4 times, you don't want to go back and get that puck anymore. You don't want to see those UMD guys come flying over center, knowing that they're going to hit you every time you touch the puck. This is when the puck will bounce off a stick and end up giving you a scoring chance.
Aaron Liu is the athletic trainer for the Denver Pioneers. Matt Shaw, the strength and conditioning coach. This is where conditioning comes in, and strength. And right now, the Bulldogs have the upper hand. What a play by Mackay. Susie, pass wide. The redirection by Tufte. Just went begging. Kick save by Gillette. Here's Tufte. Then Dallas Star, #1 draft pick, number 27 behind the net. Gillette pretty good with the puck. Tries to send it out, kept in by Raskov. Hit along the wall. Hillman tries to dig it out. The defenseman up high, still tries to dig it out. And he does with his chest. This game is becoming hard-hitting and greasy.
What a play by Susie, man. What a play.
He has the puck again. Tries to chip it deep, can't. And Mackay will take it, and he'll get it in deep. And the Bulldogs will change.
There are a lot of guys on the ice for the Bulldogs.
Hillman needs a change. Terry's back out there. Butcher, he slows the game down, says Jim Montgomery.
Exactly what they needed. You're exactly right.
Gambrell, Lucas Savages, and Terry. Here's Terry, collides with Lucas Savages, and he comes out with the puck. Stop, changes direction. Slap shot, hits a body in front. That's Kotick. Lucas Savages almost got his fourth. Kotick to Peon. Puck bouncing now. He'll flip it out of trouble. Glove by Davies. Throws it back up to Lucas Savages. Had a second period hat trick. Almost got his fourth.
Getting the puck. He's on fire. He wants the puck.
Denver looking for their 8th national championship. Minnesota Duluth looking for their 2nd. They won back in 2011. Approaching the midway point of the final period here in Chicago. All goals scored in the second period. Scoreless after 20. 4 goals in the second period, 3 by Denver and 1 by Minnesota Duluth on the Iafallo power play goal. The Bulldogs would love another power play chance soon. Marcineau to Hillman. No icing, went off a body. Behind the net, look out, Marcineau has some space. Backhand saved by Miska. Behind the net.
Bad communication behind the net right there between the goaltender and his defenseman.
Logan O'Connor battles with number 22, Jared Thomas, helping out. Van Boris out there for a shift now. Miska didn't have a stick, now he gets it back. Jansen, Green Bay, Wisconsin. You hear the referees, don't hold, don't hold. Communicating with the athletes. Don't hold, keep moving. Borgstrom has it, Borgstrom. Dangles, fishes it out, throws it towards the net just wide. Romig is out there. He's pulled down. Nothing called. Romig still has it. Out there with Borgstrom now. Romig, one-man cycling crew. This is sticks and glass and boards and puck.
Great shift for Denver. Exactly what they needed. Spent some time in UMD's end. Take the pressure off everybody.
Molinar comes out with it. Need a line change here. Thomas will throw it towards Gillette. And back comes Butcher quickly. Lucas Savages will have the tip dump in there off the hard pass by Butcher. Down to 8.5. Gone a while now without whistle, but there's the offside call. And Jim Montgomery will get a TV timeout. Riley Tufte, the first-round pick of the Dallas Stars, off the beautiful feed.
This play was unbelievable.
Susie. Let's see. As teams compete for a combined $400,000 in scholarship donation from Capital One. Stanford having an outstanding year in the classroom and on the athletic field. The Humanitarian Award was also given out this weekend, along with the Mike Richter Award and the Hobie Baker, and Danny Divis and Justin McKenzie from St. Michael's College up in Burlington. Congratulations, guys. Explain why you won this award, or what your project is.
Yeah, so in 2015, we started Hope Happens Here. It's a mental health awareness group. We try to support our student athletes on campuses and other college campuses, just supporting them with resources and some facts and information.
What was the impetus behind starting this awareness?
Justin actually had lost a friend to suicide, unfortunately. We were on the way back home from Boston, and he decided to say he wanted to do an awareness game. We kind of took it a little bit further with the help of our athletic director, and it's kind of just grown from there.
Well, it's a serious issue, and you guys are doing great work. Thanks so much. Congratulations on a very prestigious award. Well done. And shout out to your coach, Damien DeJulian. Known Damien for a long time, former Vermont assistant, now the boys in St. Michael's in that great city of Burlington. Congratulations, Justin and Danny, St. Michael's College Humanitarian Award. Roomies for all 4 years. They must really know each other pretty well.
Future of America is good in the hands of those two guys.
No doubt about it. And I think of all the sports, hockey has been at the forefront of mental health awareness. Here it's 3-1, 2-on-1. It's Terry, it's Lucas Savages. Terry, shot, goal post.
Well, you're going to give up a 2-on-1 here or there. You got a pinch. That's what happened, defensive pinch. Terry made a good play. It's just, if you're bad news that he gets it, because he's on fire right now.
Yeah, but you're right. It's that time of the game. Susie, what a play. Susie walks in, shot. Never got there. Backhand pass in front is going to come out of the zone. The Bulldogs are in full desperation mode right now. Knocked away from Susie, but he's able to go back and get it from Marcineau. Susie keeps getting better and better as he comes back from injury. Look at him go. Kicks it to his tape. Long reach, throws it in front. Johnson has room, but opts to skate back towards the blue line and throw it in the far corner. Susie, the Minnesota Wild draft pick, has really stepped it up, throws it in front. And out of the zone. Molinar sends it back in. 6:40 to go.
Oh, there.
Almost a turnover to Osterberg. Here comes Romig out there with Borgstrom. Romig gets hit and twirls around. Puck goes in the corner. So Borgstrom is now centering this fourth line because Evan Ritt went back to the room. Evan Ritt might be done now, so Borgstrom's going to double shift the rest of the way.
I don't think that's a bad thing for Denver, that guy playing more.
So now Gambrell goes out there as well. Troy Terry has been the most dangerous player in this game. And moments ago, ding dong, yo, he hit the post.
Well, an aggressive pinch right there. The defenseman's trying to get the puck. If he doesn't get the puck, he's really in trouble. And the bad news is you give it to Terry, who's on fire. Lucas Savage goes to the front of the net trying to get a loose rebound. Just a great shot. Got a glove on it. Miska got a glove on it. That was probably enough to change the way it was moving. But you're going to give up 2-on-1s right now. Be aggressive. What's the difference if you lose 3-1 or 4-1?
19-year-old Troy Terry, Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Grew up a huge Pioneer fan, went to the games. And now here he is playing for Denver with a chance at a national championship 6 minutes away. What a player he has been in this title game.
Without a doubt, the best player in the ice by a mile.
Anaheim Duck, 5th-round pick. Emil Romig, what a Frozen Four the Austrian has had. The senior, broken leg last year. Pass across now. Here's Pionk. Down the wall, watched by Gambrell. Pionk, number 4. To the point. Anderson can shoot it. Gillette never saw that. You heard the gasp of the crowd as it just went wide.
Richie, there's a lot of bodies in front of that net, man. Denver's stacking them down low.
Open. Post. Score! Riley Tufte has made it a 1-goal game. Here come the Bulldogs.
Well, you're not going to move Riley Tufte in front of the net. The guy's gigantic. 6'5", well over 200 pounds, and this was just a great Bulldog shift. This is what they do to you. They cycle it. They win battles. Front of the net's covered. There's a race. Great vision right there. Puck gets hit by the post there, goes in front of the net. I think it hit Tufte, dropped right at his feet. John, did it hit him? Yep, dropped right at his feet. And all he had to do was put it in the Yanni 6x4.
The top edge of his stick flutters it in. Great reacts on the bench.
UMD, great shift, man. Great shift. Good pinches by the D. Good composure by the D. Couple shots got through. Weren't blocked up top. Excellent shift.
Officials are looking to make sure no goalie interference. Tufte was close to the crease.
Probably looking to see that his hand didn't knock it in.
Or they may go all the way back to the offensive zone entry.
Offside, yeah.
Couple things possibly they're looking at. So both officials, they're looking at zone entry.
Yeah.
So they're going to see if there was, once the NCAA sees the zone entry, if they think it looks suspicious, they can immediately start to rewind and look at it. And then as the play continued on as it did there, after the puck goes in, they could then call the refs over to say, we think it may have been offside. This was pretty quick. It's either blatantly offside or not.
Yeah, one or the other.
Yeah. So the goal is good. Tufte from Peterson and Kotick at 14:39, and we got a 1-goal game to 5:21 to go, and suddenly the Denver fans and the Denver bench tensions have risen.
UMD, the last 3 or 4 minutes has been completely them, so now Denver's got to take the momentum away from them.
Look at the benches, Barry. All the Pioneers are sitting down, and most of the Bulldogs are standing up.
Yep.
See if the onslaught continues for the Bulldogs. The Pioneers trying to hang on this last 5 minutes and bring home that national championship. one clear at a time. O'Connor, beautiful skater down to bother Raskov, but really Raskov is a player. What a move through the neutral zone for 15. Throws it in front. It's loose. Oh, it just goes wide. Rebound. What a stick work by O'Connor on the Raskov backhand attempt.
Yeah, Iafallo had a great chance right there, right at the side of the net.
Under 5 minutes to go here in Chicago. Tanner Gillette to Butcher. Beautiful play by Butcher. And out comes Davies. That's going to be icing.
John, the puck's got to be in Butcher's hands the rest of this period. He's got to be the guy bringing it out. He's got to be the guy carrying it up. He's just so calm and cool with that puck. He's not going to make a mistake. You just have so much faith in that guy when he's moving the puck up the ice. Here's the play in front. Good hunger by UMD. They won the race again. Raskov, who went around the back of the net, has a chance for a backhand. Ah! Now here's the backhand, but he doesn't get anything on it.
Yeah, Logan O'Connor with some good stick work. Butcher up to Jansen. Can't get it out. Davies reverses it, but it's taken there by Osterberg. Beautiful cycle move to Johnson. Back to Wolf. Shot blocked by Jansen. Second attempt high off the glass. Terry's out there now with Gambrell and Jansen. They're a little tired off of the icing. Gillette should keep that puck, and he does, to get the line change.
Yeah, Adam Johnson should have probably held on to it and tried to make a play rather than just shoot at the net.
4 minutes, 9 seconds to go. What a national championship game in the great city of Chicago. First round draft pick of the Dallas Stars, Riley Tufte from Ham Lake, Minnesota. The freshman has made it a 1-goal game, and they were looking at the zone entry and was this offside or not.
But again, what you got to look for is the left skate right there. It went up off the ice and it came down. It just shows how close it was. And there's the shot off the post. Here's the goal. Hits the big guy in front of the net, 27. He just has to put it in the wide open net. But you just see how close that was to not being a goal.
Tanner Gillette only had 16 saves against Notre Dame on 17 shots. Tonight, 35 saves on 37 shots. How's Jim Montgomery managing the bench, Quint Kesnick?
Wow, his main focus, Bucci, was defensive communication, and you can really feel the momentum down here. His team is hanging by a thread right now. He says, you know, he was basically yelling at the guys, you got to talk to one another.
Face off to the right of Gillette.
It's hard to talk to one another when you got another team who's gigantic on the other side of the puck and they're flying at you, running into everybody, winning every battle.
Iafallo with some hop. Here he comes, looking for the tying goal. Taken to the corner by Plant. Plant falls down, so does Iafallo, and now Denver's able to escape. No. Anderson always comes out with the puck when he gets his hands on it. Shot right to the numbers of Gillette. Joey Anderson, the freshman, has some strong mitts, and when he puts his hockey stick on a puck, he usually comes out with it.
But what I love about UMD, look at the hunger on these guys. They're catching guys from behind. They're winning battles. They're stealing the puck. That's a great shot. No rebound. That's huge. UMD's going to be going to the net every time now. Gillette's got to handle the pucks. He can't put him down in front of him.
Adam Johnson on the faceoff. He's had a game-high 6 shots. Adam Johnson's had a sensational frozen 4 for UMD. See if he wins this one. Another 50-50 job. Bulldogs are going to keep it in. Osterberg's had a strong game. Hillman, watch out. Behind the net. Taken by Gambrell. He's able to get it out of the zone. There are 4 minutes to go. Johnson onside. Shot! Save! Gambrell chips it out. Kept in though. Paddock gets enough of it. Pionk once again. Savard spinorama to the net. Around the net. Taken off the puck by Davies. Little defenseman doing the best he can to throw his body around. Hillman. Osterberg moves back to the point. Coleman, the forward, covering. Shot! Blocked in front by Davies, and Hillman has room to chip it off the glass and out. 3 minutes to go in the national championship game. Lucas Savages has a hat trick around the net. Nice play by Coleman. Ritt is back on the ice. This will be icing on UND.
Well, you talked about Johnson having all the shots. He having all the shots because he got a heck of a shot. Right at the blue line there. Great move inside. Turns the defenseman wrong. Uses the other defenseman as a screen. Tries to go low left side. Hits the pad. Great save by Gillette. controlled the rebound pretty good with the pad, but that is some great stick handling right there. Shooting on the go, shooting going one way, shooting the other way. Just a great job by Johnson.
You see the guys Jim Montgomery's going with now. He's going with greasy, grimy shot blockers. Not a lot of Henrik Borgstrom right now. It's Jansen, it's O'Connor. It's guys who have had a strong game. Osterberg comes back 3-on-3. There's some space. Chip towards the front of the net. Glove by Gillette. Kemps holds on to it as he almost got rid of it to keep the play going alive. Hey, ESPN's coverage of the NCAA championships continues next Saturday. NCAA Women's Bowling Championship, 6:30 ESPNU. For more information, go to ncaa.com, the official online home for all 90 NCAA championships.
The one reason I like skilled guys on the ice in this situation, they don't panic with the puck. Most guys will just throw it off the wall. It gets knocked down, scoring chance. Skilled guys like Butcher or Borgstrom will carry it and beat guys. That's why it's good to have those guys on the ice too.
Borgstrom's on the ice right now, and the puck's coming his way.
Good play right there.
He missed the puck though, and it's going to be icy. Jim Montgomery once again barking at somebody here.
Well, both coaches have two centermen on the ice also. You got two guys that can take draws. So
he's barking at the linesman. That's what he is. Something he doesn't like. And look at him work his way up the middle. This is coaching, Barry.
Maybe Quinn can hear what he says.
All right, the nerves, the pressure. Tufte trying to dig that out and almost had a chance in the high slot. Almost looked like that Brandon Tanev play a couple years ago in Boston. Room that. Colin Staub is out there with Borgstrom. Mackay throws it across. He's got Tufte. Tufte has a lot of confidence now. Nice play by Ritt to get that puck out of the zone. We approach the 2-minute mark. We'll have to keep an eye at Miska on the other end. How soon will Scott Sandlin pull him? He can wait as good as they look right now. Pass in front, redirected, taken by Plant. To Borgstrom, protects the puck, tries to get it out, but he doesn't.
He actually made a good play there.
He did, just didn't finish. He didn't want the ice.
Wasn't strong enough, exactly.
Board battle. This is where the Bulldogs thrive. They definitely have the upper hand.
Goalie's gone.
The net is empty. Extra attacker. Johnson shot. What a play by Gambrell. Butcher tries to get it out. He can't. Terry's out there. They could use an icing at this point. Passes it back to the point. Pionk, extra attacker, fakes the shot, down low. Iafallo with it to Tanato, 90 seconds left. Pionk, Johnson, down low, one-timer. Anderson, side of the net. Borgstrom will try to clear it. He can't. Gambrell's all over the ice trying to get the puck out of zone. He can't. Blind pass in front. Anderson shot deflected wide. Pionk blocked. And high off the glass and out of play.
Face-off's in the zone. Let's see what they're calling it.
It was tipped, so they're allowed to change.
What a series of plays. Both teams working their butts off, winning battles. Great work by UMD. Right in the point, right here. Excellent job going out and getting a shooting lane, giving up your body.
Butcher deflects it.
Excellent job. Great shot right there. I love diving in front, blocking the shot.
Gambrell.
Great job. Those are the goal scorers, diving in front, folks.
Oh, great play by Dylan Gambrell.
They're not doing that in January. They're doing that now.
Yeah. Timeout, Minnesota Duluth. Both teams have used their timeout. It's time to pray. Here's how the game started, Barry. Denver striking first with a gigantic second period and Lucas Savages.
Terry and Lucas Savages. Terry was fantastic. Sets up Lucas Savages here. He just has to shoot it in the wide open net. A little bit later, you're going to see a power play goal. Iafallo at the side of the net. Great puck movement. Great work here. Terry again. Beautiful pass. Battle down low. Rebound goes to Lucas Savages in the slot. Great job. Third period. Big body right here. Tufte goes to the front of the net. Just wins the battle. Puck actually hits and falls at his feet. And all he has to do is shoot it in the net.
All but two Bulldogs have a shot tonight. The net is empty. 6 attackers against 5. Everyone is on their feet in the United Center.
Minute left. Lots of time.
61 seconds to go. The huge face-off. Matt Marcineau, the best face-off man for Jim Montgomery. Dominic Toninato, the best face-off man for Scott Sandelin. Eyeball to eyeball on top of the dot. Toninato gets waved out. You hear the Bulldogs' reaction to that big call. Anderson, the freshman, does have it on his backhand.
Well, it's second.
Second didn't come off. There was 1:01 to go. It's flying. So again, the freshman Joey Anderson, he has some strong wrists, and he could win this face-off back to Adam Johnson, who has a game-high 8 shots, but is taken nicely on his forehand by Marcineau, and he's able to chip it, and they get it out of midair. That was Dylan Gambrell who got that out of the zone.
That's not going to make icing either, so Pionk got to get back and get her.
50 seconds left. O'Connor, he's been a strong skater tonight. Gambrell, that could be icing. No, they say it's no icing.
No, they touched it.
Around, Butcher hit that a little too hard. It goes all the way around behind the net. Toninato. Butcher tries to clear it. The net is empty. Puck is loose. Iafallo and O'Connor battle after it. Coleman tips it. Here come the Bulldogs again. Pionk, the defenseman, leads the charge. But a good stick work there by Plant. Plant says it was tipped. Let's see where they decide where this faceoff is and if Denver can change.
Pionk led the charge because he was in front of the net. He was too tired to get all the way back.
If it's tipped, Denver can change.
Face off in Denver zone. Unless they change the call. Right now the puck's in Denver zone.
That's right here. I think that...
Yeah, it looked like it went off the stick.
Yeah, Pionk.
Of the UMD player.
Actually going to look at this apparently. Well, at this point it doesn't really matter because Denver's getting their rest.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, both teams are. So a fresh team for 21 seconds.
20.9 to go. Denver Pioneers, as they look at...
This is huge because obviously a face-off in the offensive zone is much different than a face-off where the offsides are.
Denver looking for their 8th national championship. Skate for 8, they've been calling it. Minnesota Duluth looking for number 2 to add to their 2011 title.
This is taking a long time. The tape we saw, it certainly looked like it went off the UMD player.
See Denver, that would tie them with North Dakota for second most national championships in D1 history. Michigan at top at number 9. So we'll find out here. Face-off going to come outside the zone. That is big for Denver.
I think that's the right call. But that changes everything drastically, obviously.
There's David Carl to the left of Jim Montgomery, his brother Matt, an outstanding college hockey player, Hobie Baker winner, national champion.
You can shoot it forward and go get it, or you can go back and go side to side. Iafallo will be skating here on the right side of everybody. He'll be picking up some speed.
Gambrell goes to one knee. You think he'd get this back to Butcher, who could go tape to Plant and get it out. Let's see what happens. Toninato against Gambrell. Gambrell's on his backhand. Beautiful clean face-off win to Butcher. Butcher twirls away, follows it up, can't get it out. Puck is alive. Here go the Bulldogs. They have one more chance. 10 seconds left. Anderson in front. Bodies down. Anderson bad ankle shot. The puck is wide. 4 seconds. Another bank shot. It's loose. Denver has won the national championship for the 8th time. He's won one as a player, and now Jim Montgomery wins one as a coach. Jim Montgomery told us, Barry, last night at the Mike Richter Award that this would be a one-goal game, and he was right.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt that Denver has the best team, the most skilled team. I love the heart of UMD. They got going with that style of play just a little bit too late. They sort of sat back early in the game, let Denver take it to them and get that early lead. But Terry, the way he played, Borgstrom, the way he played, Butcher, the way he played, it's tough to beat a team that have 3 skilled guys like that you're playing against.
Trophy presentation will commence soon here in Chicago. Denver Pioneers. These were the two best teams in college hockey all year long. The Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs and the Denver Pioneers. What a performance by Hunter Miska.
Grasscobb was great. Grasscobb was great.
In the end, the Bulldogs convincingly outshoot the Pioneers. Their resiliency, their persistence, and their pride really came true. And they were almost able to get the game-tying goal and to force overtime.
They just got going too late. They got that fire just going too late.
Tanner Gillette, Mike Richter Award winner and national champion with Quint Kesting.
Tanner, congratulations. What was it like during that third period, and especially the last 5 minutes where they just kept coming at you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're kind of taking us to it there, but we stuck with our game plan, and we made plays, and we fucking won.
You made a big save, a kick save. Do you remember the one I'm talking about late?
No, I don't. Sorry, I don't.
What emotions are you dealing with right now?
I mean, it's surreal. I'm so excited for all these guys. It's awesome.
What do you think made the difference?
I don't know. Our desire to win, our work ethic, I don't know. I'm just so happy right now. I don't know.
Congratulations, Bucci.
So they'll begin their skate to the corner of the arena where all the Denver fans were. A terrible emotional loss, especially for the seniors of Minnesota Duluth. This was the last flurry. So close, under siege. Tanner Gillette and his teammates trying one more chance. The puck rides up his arm, off the side of the net. Joey Anderson so close. Not close enough. The Pioneers are champs.